Well, forgot that I had Fuji up already. So a little bit of spoilers. Hello, everyone. I'm the Ron. I'm here. Let's just put Renji right here. This is fine. Everything is fine. Hi, I'm the Ron. Boy, oh boy. The way things are immediately going off the rails for me. Obviously, as you're going to see in further announcements. Hi, Anna. It's Ranji Tom. We're going to be playing Powerwash Simulator. I forgot that Renji sent me a thing for Powerwash that I can use for my announcements. And I say that to say that I was just an autopilot of like, hey, let's get my, here comes the villain thinking that she's cute, dropping one bit at a time, and that I won't time her ass out. But I completely forgot, like, oh, I have a thing. I don't need to use my usual just throw up a GIF. Like, I don't need to go into autopilot for this. Ah, Hydra! Thank you. See, that's the thing I like being abused. I like my sound alerts being abused. Alright, I'm gonna undeafen Renji. We're gonna get right into this, and I will immediately, you know, display the goofonotomy, or whatever we're talking about. Hi, Renji. Oh, you're muted. I don't know if you're deafened as well, Renji, but...
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I literally just swapped over, and I left myself muted just in case you came back, and I was like, oh wait, I won't hear him.
Yeah, no, I started to do my... I forgot that you sent me the thing, the picture. And
oh, yeah.
in such autopilot for like, alright, find a GIF, throw it up there, that I sent the Blue Sky announcement, saw your announcement, then I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
No problem. Oh, I gotta start the music for everybody.
Get them tons.
Yeah. It's everybody. It's All-Star, the whole stream on repeat. That's it. No other song. Only All-Star.
Only All-Star, but it should be sung in a Scottish accent the entire time.
I don't know that I could do that.
I don't know anyone can do that. I don't know if anyone should do that, I guess is a better way to put it.
Oh no, people should definitely do it. But before we kick it off,
yes,
I'm sure that everybody knows who we are anyway, because we're all in the same small group. But hey everybody, this is Ron.
Hello. For those of you who don't know, this is Renji, and together we are Ranji. Why is there a fucking update to Powerwash Simulator today, right now, when there hasn't been? It's a little body one, but still.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's because I only saw it after.
Yeah.
But it's because apparently people were having some sort of issue or something. Like there were new like problems introduced.
Interesting.
Weird. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron.
Yes.
Ron, super good news.
What's the good news?
This is the first DLC where we can also use the tri-nozzle.
Interesting. Okay. Also, the invite expired, apparently.
Okay, no problem. Let me send you another one.
Yes. There we go.
Cool.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's this? Why the fuck did it not come up? Oh, I know what the issue is. The issue is that my entire friend thing is bugging.
Ooh.
But we can easily fix that.
Elias going ham on the yeets. Yeet summer is back.
Villain, what are you doing?
Same as always.
Yeah, true villainy. She, has she started doing that thing with you? I assume she has, where she drops one bit at a time.
Yeah, but I don't get hit by anything. I just have a small sound effect play.
Yeah, same. But I bring that up to say that, I am fully prepared to punish the villain when needed.
Oh, you hear that, villain?
Yeah, villain. You hear that? And you hear that, villain? You're not Menace anymore. No. We don't let you get away with that lie. You are villain.
Luckily, on my side, I like it's a very short sound effect, and I like it, so it's all good.
Yeah.
It's that you know that num num num. That's it.
Oh, that's very cute. Mine is a very default sound. It's just I can't even describe it, but it's a very default sound.
Yeah.
But that said, there we go.
I can see you.
Yeah. My
Ooh, look at this
chat could, or yeah, my stream could not see us, but now they can.
I just realized I also didn't have chat on screen.
Teehee.
Professionals.
Oh yeah, no, we are so very professionals. You can tell by how professionals we are. All right, let's see.
By the way, Flocky, thanks for the raid. How you doing, bud? I was, as always, lurking in your stream, good sir. I hear everything you say about me. I just never say anything.
The villain dropping another single bit. See, she's at least smart enough to not drop them rapidly. But at the same time, villain, I do have my eye on you. Watch how quickly I time your ass out. You want to enjoy? You want to enjoy another hour in the void? Please. Try my hand.
Dang, an hour?
Oh yeah. I mean, I might do it for less, but you know, the point is, the villain has to learn better. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of a Wattpad trip. I'm not sure, Hydra.
Oh,
But yes,
I'm still a bit loud for myself.
Yeah.
Turn that down a bit for me.
One of my buddies, somebody who I met recently, this is the first time he is learning of Ranji, and he's like, fucking Ranji.
That's who that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because even though this is our first like one-on-one collab, like Ranji has existed longer than that.
Oh yeah. No, and Ranji is 100% a vibe.
Bro, Ranji's powerful.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I won't mute to address this. The same aforementioned person, Hydra, who is very much aware that Risa is a villain, said, I wonder if she's a villain because the world turned her that way. No, I can assure you this is the way she was since birth.
Yeah.
She will lie to you and tell you that circumstances have made her evil, but no. If you know her story, you know better.
I mean, also if you just... Sometimes if you interact with Malaya, Malaya says some villainous things.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Renji, but kind of like she's a natural born villain.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're talking about the same person that, like, whilst playing Monster Hunter with me was like, yeah, you know, when I'm bored, I burn down the village.
Oh yeah. Acting like, you know, we are not just going to just be cognizant of that and call her shit out. I forget how to... There's a critical control that I am just completely forgetting how it
Which one?
works. The one where to stop
You mean like this?
yeah, I don't want to move my
C on the keyboard.
Oh yeah, that was it. Thank you. I could not
No
remember what I hit to do that, and
I have put in like 300 or 400 hours in this game. There is very little chance I've forgotten the controls.
I don't remember how many hours I put into this, but it has been entirely too long since I played this.
I was like playing not super recently, maybe like a month ago, because I was like, oh yeah, I've been doing everything on my like streamer account. So I was like, oh man, my personal account, like I haven't done a bunch of the levels, so I should probably go and do that. I'm a bit obsessed.
No, that's fair. The game that, or not the game, but what am I trying to say? I don't even know anymore. The first time I played this was I was watching one of my other friends play it, and the Final Fantasy VII DLC had come out just recently.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you know, he was going through it, and I'm like, just kind of watching him a little bit, and I'm like, wait, you're watching it in Midgar? He's like, yeah, that DLC came out for free. Do you want to get in the stream and play with me? Oh, that was it, because I raided into him while he was playing this. And I'm like, Final Fantasy VII, what? He's like, yeah, do you want to get in here? And I'm like, yes! And then just all of a sudden, I'm playing Powerwash Final Fantasy VII.
It's funny that this game was like so popular, you know, because like, you know, like if you told anyone, hey, at some point, the whole world is gonna go nuts for a game where you just power wash stuff, you get laughed out of the room.
Yeah. Something about that concept feels wildly counterintuitive to life and existence.
Right? It's like, hey, you know, like
Starbucks.
the world's
yeah,
gonna go
it's
to shit
so good,
at some point,
Hydra.
and then everybody's gonna want to play games where you do real life stuff, but like in the game, and like everyone's gonna go nuts for it. Be prepared.
Yeah. Seems very counterintuitive, and yet...
And yet, it's my favorite game ever.
That concept of, like, goofy real-world job simulator is making me think of I'm part-time worker again.
Dude, I haven't bought that yet, but I watched you stream it, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to play that.
Yeah, that is for someone who has worked retail for an entirely long time. I did not think I would ever enjoy a game where I was basically just working retail again, and yet,
Honestly, same.
yeah,
Like, I got obsessed with supermarket sim, TCG card shop sim, and I'm like, I hate retail. I don't ever want to go back. And yet, these games are just so good.
yeah, and yet here we are somehow.
Right? Flocky, is that the first time you've heard me say that Powerwash is my favorite game ever? I get that reaction a lot. People don't believe me, but like, this is my comfort game.
And to be fair, like, the simplicity of whatchamacallit, you are by yourself or potentially with a friend, and you know, you're just it's something simple. You don't have to put a lot of brain power into it. Like, it makes sense.
right? And then you've got like the ASMR aspect, which I don't
Yeah,
understand myself because I don't really get ASMR, but like, you know, it's just the white noise of the power washer, like it's nuts. Like it's just so good.
I mean, one can also, like, there's an argument to the idea of, like, um, ASMR and white noise are, like, you can classify ASMR differently from white noise. Like, ASMR can utilize very specific sounds, right?
Mhm.
And some people are like, I'm not into the clicking. I'm not into, like, you know, certain things that are... When someone is actively making very intentional artificial noises directly into my ear, whereas this one is, like, it's not... It's only directly into my ear because of, you know, sound design,
Yeah,
sound of video games, but otherwise it's just... It's an innocuous sound that we all, you know, it's just there and it's peaceful. But yeah, less
that's a
stress.
good
People
point.
aren't
That's
dumb
a
and
real
angry for
good
no
point.
reason. You're absolutely right, Hydra.
I've never considered that, mainly because, like,
Also,
again,
Villain, thank you for
I
the
always focus on
self-care.
like, it's ASMR, and I've always just been like, I don't get it. Like, but you know when a trend happens, or like there's just a thing that everyone's like, it's the best thing ever,
Mm-hmm.
and you try and understand it, and then I'm like, I've just never understood it because I don't get any of the anything that people seem to get from it.
Yeah.
Like, do you get like ASMR tingles and stuff, or?
Uh, I do from certain, uh, I do from certain sounds, but, like, not all of them. I get it from certain things.
Okay,
So, like, ooh, excuse me.
that's
I
all
would
right.
say that I'm in the position where, like, I get it, but I also understand people who don't get it. Like, I kind of walk the line on both.
I see, I see. I just find like stuff like that. I just find fascinating because I'm like, am am I just like broken or something? Does my brain not work in a specific way? Because I, I've just tried to understand this thing, and yeah, I've just never once been able to get it. Like,
You know, it for some people, I don't think there's anything, like, broken wise. It's just that's just kind of the vibe. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
this, I didn't realize I was cleaning a trash can.
For a minute, I wasn't either. Like, I didn't know what this was, and then once they were like, "Oh, trash can," I'm like, all right, cool.
Honestly, I don't know. I thought it was just like, I don't know why stupidly I thought it was like a doghouse or something.
Welcome to the greatest doghouse and the greatest theme park of all the times.
Right? I mean, it's Shrek. This could have easily, I could have just said like, you know, like it's a gnome's house or something. But no.
To be fair, oh yeah, that is the other thing too. Like, to be fair, just toss in, like, a random nursery rhyme or a random well, yeah, nursery rhyme, fairy tale type, you know, one or the other, and it's like, oh no, it's this, but also just the trash can. We are the Kapod ones. Fucking
So I'm so glad
Browns.
you wanted to do this as well. Because as soon as this got announced,
Yeah.
you were the first person I thought of. I literally was like, I have to do a collab with Ron in this. Like, I don't know why, I just immediately gravitated to you.
Right, you bunch of dicks. No, I'm very excited for this.
I think it's because you're also one of the few other VTubers I know that actually has this game, like, in our group.
Really?
Yeah, like, have you noticed, like, a lot of our friends just, like, don't have this game?
No, I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, like, a lot of them have it on, like, wish lists and stuff, but, like, a lot of them don't actually own this game.
Sag.
And like, I only know because I've streamed it so many times, and so many people are like, "Oh, I would love to play," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've never played with people. Like, we should play." And they're like, "I don't have this." I'm like, "Dang."
I'd love to play this with you. Do you have it? No. Because VTubers are broke. You know what? To be fair, yeah, that is a lot of why there are a lot of games that I want but don't have.
That is so true.
Yeah. I would love to
Malaya,
be
what do you mean you don't hear memes? All-Star is a meme. You don't hear All-Star?
I wouldn't take... I would be wary about taking anything she says.
That is true.
You never know about this villain. Villain, you are just on notice for everything. Your evil is being... It's 2024. You are being exposed for your evil. Get the Google Doc ready.
You get a bit of lenience from me, but I guess it feels like today it's going to be good cop, bad cop with you.
Oh, yeah.
Malaya, I'm the good cop. It's like, oh yeah, you know, you're a villain, but like, it's all cool. And Ron's just gonna be like,
no,
tell
you're
me the fucking information.
Yeah. What did you do? Where did you set the bombs, villain? I know it was you who set the bombs around the city, Risa. Where are they?
Wow, apparently no one could hear All-Star because we're much louder than the music. Okay.
Well, hey now,
I will
you're an all-star.
See, that's the kind of stuff I want to do for like
Extreme
I always
drama
think
news.
of doing for like April Fool's videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a song people like to listen to, but just super low effort or like really off key.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Yeah, right. Because it's April Fool's, so it's always just like, haha, it's a joke. I've yet to do it. So far, all I've done is I did an actual cover of "Never Gonna Give You Up," but I still kind of really want to do just a really shitty one.
That would be funny. Like not even like a rhythmic spoken word kind of cool William Shatner type deal.
Nope.
Just no. Just very like you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac boy? I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, boy.
You had such the like so much of an ego raptor cadence just then.
I do. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
God damn.
on the whole bit about the Risa Google Doc, my buddy goes, the VTuber, Extreme Drama News, the VTuber, The Ron is Live, has made a 10-page Google Doc that outlines all the crimes against humanity that Risa has done. The last page is a Google link to Ron's cover of All-Star.
Ron's cover of All-Star, that's also like super low energy and just like,
Yeah. Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey.
You're an All-Star.
And now you're an
Get
all-star.
your game on.
Get your game on. Go play.
Oh, I love that just like tiny bit of energy that like eked out at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
Go play. All that glitters is gold, man. Only shooting stars break the mold. Oh, alright, come here, you scaffold piece of shit. Come here, you.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like as VTubers and content creators and stuff, like we don't do enough things that are just funny anymore, you know?
I'm so glad somebody said it.
Because like for like that, for example, April Fools, like, I feel like most people won't do it anymore because they're like, no, because like it's like if I'm putting out like covers and stuff, like, it's got to be good because like it's gonna tarnish my brand. I'm like, yeah, but it's April Fool.
Yeah,
If
A,
there's
it's
one day a year you can do a stupid joke, it's then surely.
yeah, exactly. Especially just it. That is that is the brand for the day. That is the branding that everyone uses for the day. Like, what do you mean ruin the brand that it's got to be good? Oh, by the way, where's like half your personality?
Right? I should write this down at some point because I'm feeling inspired.
Okay. Are you inspired to break the mold like a shooting star? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? See, I'm imagining saying that, like starting to get into like Katy Perry, super low effort Katy Perry, but it's still All-Star playing. do 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 do. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind?
That's amazing. That just takes the troll to a whole new level. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, true facts, Hydra. Ugh. Not me, so very snotty and disgusting today. Thanks to allergies.
Ooh.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
That's the energy I want right now, Ron. That's what we need.
Yeah. Very much a canon event is just, you're an all-star. Get your game on. I mean, go play. It's fine. Just you know, be back home by 6 or whatever the fuck we're talking about.
Oh my god. I don't know why. I just have thinking that of that being a lyric as well. Just like a random like, yeah, be home by 6. Go play. Be home by 6.
Hey now.
Oh, that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Get home by 6.
do 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 do. Look, your mom made dinner. She's gonna be very upset if you're not home in time. do 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 do. I have a question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you ever use like the cleaning fluids, the special soaps, essentially?
Nope.
All right, cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's like, oh, I know this is a thing, but I never use them.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you really don't.
That's the one thing. Like, I see people play this, and I'm like, I have to fight the urge all the time to be like, you don't need the cleaning fluid.
Yeah.
Or like, have you ever told someone that and then told them like, with the rust, just get the 0 degree or like hover over it for a little longer than you would, and then they hover for like an extra 2 seconds, and you're like, I didn't mean like an extra 2 seconds, like 5 seconds at most. Come on.
Yeah, it's fine. I haven't had that experience yet because like the people who I've played with, have been more experienced in it.
I see.
But also like for me, like I've never had that issue of like, you know, where the rust, like, you know. Plus the other thing too is where you get the one head where it's like it's the straight stream, but it kind of vibrates a little bit, and like that really, yeah, it's sort of like, well, you don't even need to, you know, just turn the super powerful head on and kind of, you know, job done.
because I can't remember the last person I gave advice to when they were playing this. I said exactly the same thing, and then they were like, "Yeah, that didn't work," and then they just started like buying more of the fluid, and I just died a little inside because I was like, "For God's
Yeah.
sake!"
Yeah, I like, even the one time where I've used the fluid, it's like, well, the fluid's not... Like, I would be more inclined to buy the fluid if the fluid, like, fully cleaned the spot.
Right?
But the fact that it doesn't, it's like, alright, I get that it, like, loosens the grease or whatever, but I'll just hit it with the pressured water. Like, why do I care?
Plus, I'm spoiled. I use this tri-nozzle like all the time, and it just cleans pretty much everything. So
The first time I played this, you know, when it was the Final Fantasy VII one, my buddy had the triangles, and somehow I was able to use the triangles because of it. And I still haven't unlocked the triangles. I haven't seen how to unlock the triangles, and I'm sad because I want the triangles.
it's annoyingly, it's pretty. Well, like in single player, the normal like campaign story, you need to clean the statue of like, it looks like a mer person,
Okay.
and then like it shoots off a laser, and then you have it pretty much after that.
Okay.
But in a lot of the DLCs, you can't use it because I don't know why. They just don't have it programmed in for some reason. But yeah, the reason you could use it when you were with your friend is probably because when you join other people, you can use what they've unlocked.
Which is what I thought as well, and I say that to say, for some reason, I don't have triangles on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that was
But I have it unlocked.
When I saw you using triangles, I was like, yay, it's triangles. Triangles are... Oh, I'm back to the green head. All right.
Really? Oh, they didn't. So they gave it to you, but now they punish you.
Yeah.
See.
The villain is saying, "Is this the most calm I've witnessed, Ron? You've seen me calm. Don't lie, villain. You're trying to... I don't know what you're trying to do, but again, your tricks and schemes don't work here."
Malaya, do you think that's maybe because you make Ron aggro, like, you know? Or...
Well, she tries to aggro me. She tries to annoy me, and she loses all the time. Because, you know, of all the people you can never let win, you can never let a villain win, especially that villain.
That is very true. He's very angry. Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned. I have your chat popped out so I can see, and
Excellent.
so that
all right, cool.
people
So
on my side can also just like see everything that's being said wherever.
All right, cool. So I don't have to mute when I'm talking to Hydra or addressing, because now everyone can see. All right, cool.
I probably should have said that from the start so you didn't feel like you needed to mute.
Yeah, no,
That's my bad.
No, it's all right. It's all good. Now we know. Hydra is cool. Hydra's dad also. So Hydra's dad is around my age.
Oh, okay.
And also does content creation, and has been like putting up speedrun videos, like mostly Dr. Mario stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, has been really fucking cool.
Dude, I love Dr. Mario.
Same.
Like one of my favorite puzzle games from like back in the day. That's nuts.
What are we talking about? We're talking about you, Hydra. I know that, like it that your dad does more than, you know, just the Dr. Mario stuff, but you know, we're talking about your dad, and you know, that shit's so cool.
I love the oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just that realization, like, oh yeah, you are talking about my dad. Yeah, no, no worries. Yeah, cheers. Thanks.
Her Dr. Mario's like, what the fuck? That's what my dad plays. Yeah.
Yo, Ronji's talking about Dr. Mario. Like, whoa, that's crazy. Small world. And it's like, what? Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking up your dad. No, Hydra's really cool. We met.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of Voopy Chat or Voop. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah.
I've always just gone with Boop.
I did as well
Like-
until I've heard other people saying differently, and I'm like, am I wrong? Am I the asshole?
Is it? Is it because of the umlaut? Is that what everyone's like getting tripped up about?
Possibly, because that would make it a Voop. Like, actually, no. E's don't get umlauts. It's A, O, and
No.
U.
Yeah, and it's on the U, isn't it? Or am I remembering incorrectly? I might be remembering incorrectly because I
Hold on.
haven't actually been on there since I joined.
Hold on. Because I feel like I'm about to gaslight myself here. Oh, I guess it is over the U, so... Vuip Chat. It would be. Like, Vuip.
Yeah, something like that.
Voop Chat. It would be Voop Chat. Voop. I don't know. But the point is, when there was that big event, I forgot, like 2-3 weeks ago, whatever, where,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's where I ended up meeting Hydra, and we were both like,
Oh.
we're both into retro games, and when we make sports references, like, we both understand sports references, like, the sport ball. Now, obviously, you know, me, a big basketball boy, but
Yeah.
just all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, wait, we actually speak the same language in a way that, you know, not many VTubers do.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
actually so great. I love that because like I know exactly what you mean by that because I talk like cars and stuff,
Yeah.
and that's also just not a language most VTubers speak.
Yeah.
So it's like when you find that one person that gets it, you're like, oh my god, where have you been, kindred spirit? Nah, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
I haven't actually, I haven't used Voop Chat. Like I signed up, and then I just never used it.
It's I'm a little sad at the lack of, like, I feel like on occasion a couple people will pop onto the interface, but for the most part, whenever people talk about, oh, I'm gonna be on Voop Chat, they're not actually on Voop Chat, they're on a Discord VC.
Oh.
Which,
Oh.
yeah, it perfect reaction, because, like, you can friend people in Voop Chat, and you can, like, make sure that you directly connect with them. So, like, I mean, I guess, you know, you don't get, like, a group chat element, but at the same time, like, you have this interface. Why aren't you using the system?
Yeah, that's kind of like the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
To talk to other VTubers. Fair. Dang, that's okay.
I'm glad we're all on the same page. Or otherwise, fun little service to use. Like, the times I've connected with people, the times I've used it, I've enjoyed it. But nevertheless,
Yeah, I need to try it out one day.
yeah, it's cool.
It sounds cool, but it's also just like, you know, like, on stream I present myself as like, you know, I'm pretty like confident, whatever, and then I'm like, but strangers on the internet.
Why are you perceiving to me? Why are you making me vocalize?
Yeah, right. It's just kind of like, oh, but it's strangers, and strangers are scary.
I get that.
I'll get over it one day. Because if I don't, I don't get to meet more people. Like, otherwise, how else would I have met like yourself, for instance?
Yeah.
I know it's like through friends, but still, like this wouldn't happen if I didn't get over it at some point.
Yeah, plus the idea of like, yeah, met through friend, but there's still the onus of like, well, I need to talk to friend, because if I meet,
Very true.
yeah, if I meet through friend, and it's just sort of hi, we both exist in the same place.
See, I know a lot of people in the VTuber space like might not relate to what we're talking about because I feel like there's so many of those like tweets and stuff where people are like, oh man, I wish I just had like a group of VTuber friends,
Yeah.
that I could just talk to. And I'm always like, is it that hard though? Because I don't want to, come across like a dick, but I'm like, I've got a lot of VTuber friends.
I feel like a statement of like, I wish I had a group of VTuber friends is very, it can be a loaded statement.
Fair. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Alright, so just that section of wall is wall.
Can also be broad. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's broad. There's more politics to it than there should be, but
Oh god, I count my lucky stars that the friends we do have, man, like we are genuinely just like a group of chill people. We don't give a shit about any of that other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, there's very little problems, if any. Like, oh my god, I honestly, most of the time I do count my lucky stars that I just met so many like chill, like-minded individuals.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you join a streaming platform that is only for VTubers, that was created because we were tired of getting dicked around by like big time rat race, that we're gonna find a bunch of people who are like, yeah, we're cool, we don't wanna, we escaped from all that shit, why would we go back to it? Why would we create the culture that we wanted to get away from?
To avoid, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I feel like we're all the same, like anyone who was on V stream, we're all just like, God damn, I missed that fucking platform.
Same! Ugh.
Those of you who missed out, man, you really missed out. It was something special, man.
Yeah. It was a V-Stream. It existed for about 2 years. I got it. Me personally, I was there for, I think, close to a year? Half a year, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. It took me ages to be able to get an invite code to get in, because at the time it was invite only,
yeah.
beta type stuff. Either an invite code or like you needed, I think, 100 followers.
Something like that. Yeah. See, because Ufracture got a code somehow. I still don't actually know how, but Ufracture got a code. I remember at the time, like, we had a group chat and they were like, "Hey, who wants this?" And I turned it down because I was kind of like, I don't know about this, it's like a small platform, whatever. I don't know that I want to invest time in that.
Yeah.
And then I remember Ufracture was going to go do their first stream, and I was like, oh, do you know what, support a friend, I'll just sign up, because I can't stream anyway, so whatever, I'll just sign up and be a viewer.
Yeah.
And I think I signed up maybe a week before they were just like, oh yeah, anyone can come over and stream now, like, it's all good.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden.
Right?
Yeah. Also, shout out to the Gremlin.
Who is Ufracture? Ufracture is a fellow VTuber. Is a friend of ours. Well, actually, he's my bestie. So I know they're lurking. They said they're lurking, but they can hear this.
Yeah.
They'll cringe all they want, but they can hear this.
Cringe at being loved and appreciated, Gremlin. Deal with it in your life.
But yeah, like, oh man. Especially like stuff that's going on now, like seeing all these people that are like, oh, we should have a VTuber only like thing. I'm like, you
Yeah, we had that.
ass.
Yeah, we had that, and they're trying it again with a bigger budget. You know, but we had that. We had it, and yes, it was as great as you know.
It was as great as everybody imagined it would be.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
I still remember, like, I was pushing for that 100 so I could get my first, like, emotes. And I think I got to, like, 70 or something, and I was like, I'm so close. And then they were like, yeah, we're shutting down.
But yeah, Hydra, if you look up Iriam, IRIAM, on Twitter, they are, to my understanding, Japan's largest VTuber streaming platform, and they opened up a US Twitter, and I don't really know much about I don't know much about it other than its existence, but apparently they're trying to break into the US and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I think it's, isn't it a mobile platform though? Like,
I honestly have no clue.
Like because I thought, I've heard of, after, like, you know, everything, when everyone was doing research and stuff, like, I've heard of it, and I thought it was just like an app. So like VTubers can stream to it, but like it's almost like a one-to-one kind of thing. Like your viewers like talk directly to you.
Could be.
In like a FaceTime kind of thing, I think, is what I remember. But I also could be completely wrong and talking out of my ass, because this was like, you know, right as we were all having to do research for like, where else can we stream now that VStream's leaving?
Yeah. To be fair, I am not completely clear on... for me, being under the impression of, like, nah, it's another, like, Twitch-like type of platform or whatever, it is purely just based on my own assumptions and, you know, not steeped in any sort of fact or significant research.
Fair.
Yeah. But all of that to be said, though, yeah, watching the influx of people now, like, I agree. I wish there was a VTuber-only platform, and then the few of us who were there were like, yeah, wouldn't it be so great, that thing that we've had for a while already, and that we knew it was great and was a lot of fun, and, like, the random people. That's how we met the villain. The villain was a part of that group. And there's actually,
I mean, like,
yeah,
thinking about it, that's how I met almost everybody. Pretty much.
Yeah, of that circle of friends, for sure, like, who have been around the most, certainly in recent times, like Rachi, Safi, Anna,
yeah.
like we all come from V-Stream, and it was great.
Yeah, like pretty much almost everybody I know is from there. Like Ron.
Yep.
Like Malaya, Ulysses, Hime, like like most of the people I know was because we were all on there, and like you ended up just like seeing everybody all the time. Like,
yeah. Especially like the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? The tone, the precedent that a lot of like the early kind of big names or names that would become big names.
Mm.
The kind of precedent that they set of like, nah, let's off the rip just start supporting each other, and like it immediately like not even a follow back type situation. Like, I'm just gonna, you're here, you exist, I'm just gonna follow you. And you know, which, you know, off the strength of that is just sort of like, well, you know, I might just meteor shower you because, you know, now I know you exist and you're live, and, you know, I have impetus to just be like, hey, I know we never met, but like, A, I'm helping you get to your 100 or your 300 or whatever just for the love of the game, but now also like, here you go, here are people.
Dude, that was the best part of it.
Yeah.
The community, the ethos of the website. God damn.
Yeah.
Of that platform. Just like, just go meteor shower or / raid into just a new person.
Yep.
That's it. Like, make new friends, and that was it.
Yeah. It was fun. I just tuned back in. Some dude was yelling at baby owls to quote "Portal to Hell."
That's why I laughed earlier, but I had to stifle because like I didn't want to distract from what you were saying, because I was like, no, what you're saying is like important, you know? It's like,
yeah.
But I didn't want to also be like, Portal to Hell, baby owls, what the fuck?
Go fuck them baby owls. Go straight to hell, bastards. Tired of you and your existence. Being babies, or whatever the fuck it is you do. What is it that you even do? You turn your head? Oh, cute. I can turn my head too.
God, when you said, what do you even do? I thought of Poke Awesome. What do you even do? You evolve, prick. Fuck you, man.
Oh, yeah!
I don't know why I think of that all the time whenever someone's like, what do you even do?
What do you even do? I haven't seen Poke Awesome in ages.
Oh, I used to love watching that.
Yeah.
I remember one time in my class at university, we had the door open and someone was watching it on my laptop. They turned it full volume, and I sat right next to the door.
Nice.
And my course tutor came back, and all he could hear was, "Fuck you, you fucking evolved prick." He just ran in and like slammed my laptop shut and was like, "Right, let's put a stop to that." I don't know how many other classes were going on, but like, could you imagine just like sitting in a lecture and all you can hear is, "Fuck you, you fucking evolved prick."
Oh, you feed me puffins! I need real food! No, Hydra, you don't have to apologize. Please, by all means. I always want to hear about baby owls needing to portal to hell.
Yeah, no, seriously, Hydra, it's fine. It was hilarious, to be fair. Like, distracting, but hilarious. Thank you for that hydrating stretch.
Well, speaking of distracting but hilarious, I have to start me timer. Where's me fucking timer? There it is.
Oh no.
Alright, 5 minutes of the poor Victorian child. I don't want to work in the coal mines anymore, Papa. I want to be able to grow into a regular boy with working lungs, what has teeth that can chew food.
Thank you for the follow, Hydra.
Yes. Thank you for together. Ron and Renji make Ronji, and we have like it's a bit of a Super Saiyan, or not even a Super Saiyan. It's a bit of a fusion, but also just, you know, existing.
It's a Dragon Ball style fusion dance, and also I guess like a team name, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Just a team name.
Oh, to be sure, the team of Ronji.
Papa, I want to go watch the Ranji. I want to watch Ranji. Look at Northern Ireland and tell the boys from Belfast that they have smelly heads. Smelly heads.
Oh,
Son.
no, lad.
I don't want to make my body right for the Lord, Papa. The Monsignor scares me with his glowing eyes. You're not in Team Ranji, villain. You're in Team Evil.
Jesus, Joseph and Mary. Not the villain.
Jesus.
Anything but the villain.
Anything but the villain. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Me mama and papa, they get very angry when I talk about the villain coming round to the village, spreading her evil charms, casting a spell what would make Saint Patrick tremble as he drives the snakes out of Ireland. I know that he's talking about driving the pagans out, murdering pagans. Me da said, I have to be a good boy or the ghost of St. Patrick will come and throw me in the factory. Poor Victorian child is just Victorian era trauma. Just a pile of trauma and sadness and not wanting to eat rocks anymore.
Poor lad. What a poor lad.
I live in a house with 6 brothers and we all share a single bale of hay. It's both our bed and our food. And when we get lucky, we get to eat mud. I was but a wee 4-year-old lad when I started working in the coal mines. Not because I wanted to, but because Papa said, if you don't work, then I don't know. I couldn't really hear very well. I think I started to get the hunger shakes again.
Oh, hunger shakes.
The hunger shakes.
Quick, lad. Eat your dirt.
All right,
Feast
Papa.
on your dirt there, lad.
All right, Papa, I'll feast on me dirt. I made the poor Victorian child a redeem because I did it. I don't remember why I did it, but the villain fancied it and she thought, you should make it a deem. I said, alright, we'll make it a redeem.
Sounds like the villain.
Yes, but it is pretty funny, you know.
Oi, 'tis a good bit.
It is a good bit. Now if only I could make a few pence with the bit. I could perhaps go to market and buy a fruit. A single fresh fruit.
Crazy lad. What a crazy lad.
That's right.
Ain't nobody trying to pay pence for your bit. Eat your stones and your dirt, and then get back in the coal mine.
Papa, I don't breathe very well in the coal mines.
No one breathes well, boy. No one breathes well.
Listen to the canary, boy.
Poor lad. I hate to tell him that he is the canary.
Why'd you think we name him Birdie, boy?
Oh, poor birdie boy.
Papa, why'd you have me wearing yellow? I feel I feel a bit daft wearing this. I feel like all the other boys would look at me and say, he's got pish in his hair. Pish, it's very Scottish, but it's fine.
You don't worry about the other boys. They get to live no more lives. Yo, you're a birdie boy.
Oh. I think For me, what's so funny about that is the decisive no. You're a birdie boy. That's what you are, lad.
Just have to accept your lot in life, birdie boy. Don't get down in the coal mine.
Papa, it scares me when I hear the sounds down in the coal mines.
Scares everybody, lad. That's why we send you.
Look here, lad. I apologies to anyone who's Irish. All right. I'm fine. Everyone's fine. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh man. See, I don't do this kind of stuff much anymore. Me and my friends used to do this kind of shit all the time. Like, just riff on a random character that you just made up for no reason. I miss that.
Yeah, same. Hello, my name's Birdie. I'm only 2 meters tall. It's because me da says I'm malnourished. I don't know what that means. I just know that I'm very hungry. Do you have any oats for me to chew on?
Oats? No. I got rocks. You like rocks?
I don't know what it is, but if it'll fill me belly, I sure like it.
Pretty perfect, lad. Go into the yard, eat all me rocks. Got plenty of rocks for you.
Alright, thank you. You're a very kind soul. I hope the Lord...
You know what?
What's that?
If you're also lucky, you can have a stick.
You do a good job. I'll give you a stick.
You can play with it, you can eat it, you can do whatever you want with it. It's yours.
Just make sure you keep the rats out me garden. Alright, that'll do it. Rats can't be any more scary than coal miners' black lung disease.
Oh boy, a stick. Hey, that kid's lucky, you know?
Yeah.
That's roughage.
That is roughage. It's good fiber.
He'll stay regular.
Yes, darling, and now the villain wants me to do my fake Astarian. So, here I go. I call it fake Astarian. It's more Astarian inspired, you see.
Ah.
Indeed. Because, I can't quite do a proper Astarian impression. Hold on, let me calibrate a little bit. Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. Bad girl. Well, I'll immediately lose the calibration, it's fine, but yes, another 5 minutes. The world needs to know. Villain, don't act like you're not just doing this for your own personal satisfaction. Please, we all know you better than that. But nevertheless. Did you see that child? Did you see that strange child birdie walking around? Ugh, dreadful, darling. I swear, if I see another small, poor Victorian child, well, nevertheless, let's get this bloody scaffolding just right here, darling. Yes, right there.
And why would we lose followers? This is entertainment. Are you not entertained?
And also, to be very fair, yes, villain, it is you. I will not let you get away with your crimes. I will not sidestep. I will not do any of those things. If you, villain, cost us any followers, revenge shall be exacted in blood. Although you'd rather like that, wouldn't you? You weren't prepared for the quick laugh, were you?
No.
Must always be
Oh,
ready at
God.
all times.
Oh my god, that got me so good.
You know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, Renji, but last year for my birthday, I had Neil Newbon do me a cameo in Astarian voice. It was quite lovely. I've seen many VTubers have him do the sort of same basic, you know, meet us at the whatever bloody whatever mermaid, sawdust on the floor, furtive glances, that type of thing in Baldur's Gate. But I happen to have on good authority that he has not only played previous D&D before, but has done older editions. Seems to be a fan of 3rd edition and 3.5. Seems to have played Neverwinter Nights. So I said, fuck all your boring shit. I don't want what everyone else has. Give me something about meeting in Neverwinter, in Moonstone. You know, Baldur's Gate's fine and all, but let's do something else. Let's have something that if you know type, and the older heads who have played Neverwinter Nights can appreciate. And what I got back was positively wonderful about it.
Ooh.
Indeed. Now, I'm wondering, villain, suspecting that you're going to have me do another voice for 5 minutes, but this is about the extent of my Western European-based voices. I imagine in about a minute's time, you're going to hear me calling you Rookie a lot, and in a very different voice. And you will know that it is purely the villain's doing, although to the surprise of no one.
I see.
Indeed. Oh, the other thing is I don't know who Vegeta is, but a rather burly fellow with a bald with a curly Q bald head yells something about Yoshi's and a pocket monster, a Pokemon. And I imagine you're going to be hearing one of the. I imagine you're going to be hearing one of those two very shortly, because I know the villain like the back of my hand. And I know that she only cares about chaos and villainy, and then will turn around and insist quite vehemently, no, but I'm hero, ignore all the villainy that I'm doing. And that's the 5 minutes. Thank you, villain.
Dude, I was doing the Nappa voice a little bit yesterday when I was playing Dragon Ball.
It's so good. I don't know how. Sorry,
oh no, it was just because I had someone in my YouTube chat who was like, I've only just started watching this for the first time recently, and I was like, what?
Huh?
What? Right?
Yeah.
And they obviously fucking fell in love with it.
Of
so
course.
like when I was playing Dragon Ball, it was just like quotes after quote after quote, and I was just like, I loved it. It's so good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, there's a little bit of. I'm like, there's still a little bit of this marked as city road that I'm like, what am I missing? And I found the bits that I'm missing. Perfect.
Yes, I said Nappa just as a reference to yesterday, villain. I'm not suggesting you do anything specifically.
You're gonna do it anyway because that's what you do. And then, you know, because you're evil.
How does one, like, get an entire group of people to just be like, yeah, no, you're wrong, though?
I mean, simple. By making your entire existence about being evil and doing villainy. Like, Risa, there's a reason why, you know, anytime I'm roasting you about your general pattern of behavior, you know, when I'm, you know, roasting you, and the whole thing is like, no, but I'm hero. Does villainous things, does villainous things, does villainous things. Why does no one believe that I'm hero? Does villainous things, does villainous things, does villainous things. There's no, like, yeah, literally everyone's reaction is like, yeah, no, that's Risa.
You should also not, leave receipts.
Yeah, it's kind of like, and follow me on this, Risa. It's kind of like, everyone knows you're evil, everyone calls you out on it, but you kind of enjoy it.
Ulysses, when you said cabbage, I'm confused now. What? Am I missing something? Did I not see something? Am I missing a reference? I'm confused. So confused, man.
Yeah, don't confuse Renji. Calm down.
Oh, nap for cabbage. Right.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. My bad, my bad. I was talking crazy. Upper wall.
Yeah. I would not have figured that out because I don't eat veggies. I am a child.
Vegeta, just on time. Very predictable. Villain, we understand how your evil mind works. But that said, I do like flexing this voice. I think I've gotten very good at it.
It is a very good impression.
It's a Chaozu. Oh, it's using self-destruct. Alright. Now then, let's... Oh no, I fell. How terrible. It's also funny because, like, to a certain extent, you can kind of, like, transition this voice into Patty and Selma Bouvier.
Oh, I can totally hear that.
Like, you take the energy out and you kind of, like, just go low and get a little more grunty with it. And just, Homer.
That's actually really fucking good.
I don't know what it is about, like, gravelly, grumbly voices that I've had in my bag forever. But I do, Vegeta. They're there. They exist within me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. I've been trying to, like, figure out why I'm like, God, that's so good. It's the like tail end of the gravel in there. Like, there's just like a texture to it that I'm like, God, that's what really sells it.
Yeah, that's what really does it. And it's also like, I haven't done the, Homer, what are you doing? I haven't done that in a while. That's easier on the throat too. Like, there's a little bit of strain doing Ghost Nappa, but like, just like the low effort, it's somehow smooth, you know? To be
Wow.
it's somehow smooth to be, a 4-pack a day smoker, Patty and Selma Bouvier. And for you young kids out there, The Simpsons is the longest running, cartoon show. Beat out the Flintstones like ages ago. And if you don't know, the Flintstones was another old cartoon.
What? I'm going on a trip this stream, guys.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about the Flintstones in forever.
I hate the fact that we live in a world where, like, if I were to say something like The Simpsons or The Flintstones, I just realized something. We probably live in a world where, like, the only reference that people have to Flintstones is vitamins.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, the despair is kicking in.
Yeah. Renji, going to bed last night, I got severely depressed at, like, there have been a lot of gray hairs on me, but, like, last night was the first time I noticed, especially, like, around the side of my head, I've got more gray hairs than brown.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad. Age. Age is winning. I blame you, Risa. You're the reason.
Yeah, that might be more grays, like from stress,
Yeah,
villain-related stress.
having to keep you in line all the time. Having to defeat you constantly. What the fuck am I? Yeah.
I think we might have just you might have just blown Hydra's mind about the Flintstones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So when was it? Like 50s, 60s, I think was.
Something like that.
Yeah. This is when the Flintstones first aired, and yeah, they made a movie after, but like for the longest time, it was like the longest running show, like the most seasons. And then, you know, The Simpsons, which is still running, that's taken over. And now, I don't know. I know wrestling talks about being the longest running episodic show, but like, it's on a different wavelength than Simpsons. So, I don't know. That's right, Boomerang is gone. Yeah, Boomerang is gone too, like.
It's all gone, man.
Yeah, it's all gone. Welcome to... I know you're an old soul type of person, and you know, respect. That's part of the joke here. I too am an old soul, and my body is catching up a little too quickly. What am I even fucking saying anymore? Something,
But
butt
Doctor
stuff.
Who's not animated, Hydra.
Yeah.
Doctor Who's live action.
Yeah.
And also one of the British TV shows I've just never gotten into.
I haven't watched Doctor Who in ages. There are several Doctors who I've fallen behind on. I enjoyed it.
I just find when I say that, because I'm also British, like
Yeah.
a lot of people find it like sacrilege, because they're like, oh my god, you didn't watch Doctor Who? I'm like, I just wasn't interested.
Yeah, like, you know, what a novel concept. We all have varied interests and something dark. Something dark.
Oh my god, I used to be obsessed with the Family Guy Star Wars parodies. I used to know Blue Harvest like off. I knew every line off by heart. Like I could recite that film by myself. I watched it so many times, but it's been a long time since I watched it.
Yeah. That was me and Holy Grail, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I've watched that movie to death. I used to watch it every weekend with my best friend. And like it like even though it for every time we saw it, and even though like we had memorized the movie, it was always like first thing Friday night, hey, you want to watch Holy Grail again? Yes. And then we discovered Flying Circus, and we were like, it no disrespect to the movies, but the TV show, just way better.
Fair enough.
Tis but to scratch your arms off. I've had worse. You lie. You know, anyone who's into high-quality absurdist humor, I think it's still on Netflix. I'm not sure, but Monty Python's Flying Circus. The creme de la creme.
Oh man, back when British comedy was like good.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's still some really good British comedians, but like it's fallen off. We're not as strong as we once were.
There's an argument, and one could say maybe that this is cynicism talking, but there is an argument that that could be said just of a lot of comedy in general.
Oh, agreed, 100%. Like yeah, comedy just it don't hit no more, man.
Also, same thing with horror. Horror's become toothless, and I hate it.
I'm fine with that. I'm a big old chicken. I don't like horror anyway. So
That's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
fine with that.
Yeah, no, For the people who aren't good with horror, completely understandable. I used to be not good with horror, but some of that was kind of learning horror, and like now I'm like, oh, it's horror. But another part of that is also like, especially in the last 20 years, like the horror genre is toothless. Like,
Yeah.
it was funny to me. I think it was the Quarry Before Last, where like there was a quick jump scare on screen, and I was talking about something, and then jump scare happened, and just like straight face, and was like, just kept paused for a moment to be like, oh, there's Eliza again, cool, right back to talking. Good.
Man, I wish I could be like that. Like, I think it's the anticipation of the jump scares, because I know it's coming, and then it's just like, ugh, I don't like it. I don't want it.
Yeah, once it happens. No, I get that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got to the puppet display, and like literally every little puppet here, you watch them for like 2 seconds, like, oh, this is done, this is done, this is done.
Is this because, like, you know, it was like slow going, and then it was like ding 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 ding. I was like, fucking hell. My guy's going on a tear.
Yeah. I think what's gonna horrify me is if I somehow missed any of these puppets. It's gonna be like, who isn't clean? What do you mean? But he came over and watched it with me until the end, and yeah, that's such a hilarious ending. Of just they're getting ready to go to war, and then just modern paddy wagon pulls up and like, all right, you're under arrest for murder. Everyone in the car, cut that camera.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that reminds me. Wasn't John Cleese trying to do a reboot of Faulty Towers?
Was he?
Yeah, like a reboot or a sequel or something. I don't remember how far that's gone. I swear I remember hearing that.
He might have, and I haven't heard anything about that. Completely possible. That's another show, like, I know it's, you know, obviously different energy and you know, mood and all that from Monty Python, but like I've seen clips of Faulty Towers, and I've been like, I don't know, I feel like I'd fuck with this a little bit. Enough that like I want to try it. I want to, you know, try watching it.
See, I feel like you would try it because, like, you know, what with John Cleese being part of the Monty Python group. So
Yeah.
I've seen some of it, but it was when I was a kid, so I didn't really get what was going on.
Yeah.
But like, I'd imagine there's got to be a lot of this like very similar comedy, you know, like there is a lot of like slapstick and like some absurdist stuff. So I think you would like it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw clips of it, but it was very like, I was very entertained by Basil Fawlty.
Yeah.
I think it's the old man in me that's like, I vibe with this old man. Don't remember the show Reboot. Oh, I remember Reboot. I used to watch. I think I used to watch that before school.
I don't know that we had that over here.
It has. God, the passage of time.
I know, right?
Ugh.
I feel like when I talk to anybody nowadays, it's like, hey, do you remember this thing? And it's like, we're old.
Yeah. I don't remember what all exactly was said, but I remember it was in a different friend's Discord, like they posted a meme of something, and then they just kind of said, "Are we old?" And without hesitation, I just reply, yes.
I think I remember. Oh, who is that? Who is that?
Oh shit! 24-hour reboot stream marathon on Twitch. That's pretty cool. Old Zit Zoolander.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I can't believe I remembered that name. What the fuck? Age. I feel more gray hairs growing on the top of my head. Somebody save me.
If only we could run.
Yeah.
If only we could stop the passage of time.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd not go down the coal mines.
Oi, shut up, birdie boy. Listening to Cher. She's my favourite artist. You shut your dirty mouth.
Papa, me mouth only dirty because you won't let me stick me head in the lake. In the loch.
And have me birdie boy drown. I can't afford another one.
The coldness of just... Look, boy, now that you're born, you're gonna work. The only reason you're here, lad.
You're gonna work so that I can pay for me Cher addiction. I love Cher. She's me favourite.
Papa, do you remember when she had the show with Sonny Bono?
Of course I do, boy.
Why are you still talking, lad? Back in the mines with you.
Talking out to your ass now. Get in the mine. Make me my money.
I'm sorry, Papa. We'll go to the mines now.
And don't come back until you hear me again. I'm going to the Cher concert. She's playing live.
Oh, all right. I'll perhaps listen to the sound of the other miners talking about the Queen. And she's alright. I don't know what to see you next Tuesday is, but they say I'm too young to understand.
This poor kid.
They say I wouldn't belong knowing what it means. I said, alright, I guess I'll go get the coal now. You remember the movie Burlesque with Cher? Papa, do you remember Burlesque?
Do I remember? Asking stupid questions again, boy.
There's me, Birdie.
I'm obsessed with Cher.
There's me, Birdie boy, asking stupid questions again.
Why are you here asking stupid questions and not down in the fucking coal mine?
It's 'cause I collapsed in the form and said, right, put a bit of grass in you, boy. Go graze like a cow.
And who's been giving you stone?
I'm sorry, Papa, you're right. I'll go back into the... You very good providing me all the stones, all the rocks and sticks what I could eat.
I love you, birdie boy.
I love you, Birdie boy. Fuck off. Yeah, I miss the days of just... Here's a dumb thing, go for it.
Oh man, it's just cause like I don't play online as much, you know,
Yeah.
like me and my friends used to play so much like GTA online and stuff, and like I would just do stuff like that. I would like customize a new car, and then they'd come up and be like, "Yo, Renji, what's up with this car?" And I'm like, "Who? Who are you talking about? I'm sorry, I've never met you before." And it's like, as soon as I come out of the like Los Santos Customs, I'm like a whole new character.
Yeah.
Like I had this, I had this one character that was just like, was having the worst time because he was having a midlife crisis, and my friend just couldn't keep up anymore. because it was like I had like the in-game version of a Prius, and I customized it,
Woof.
painted it, and then like I lowered it and everything. I came out and I was like, sorry, can you? I just asking like random opinions, but like, what do you think? What do you think of my car? It's cool, right? And my friend was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "Oh god, the wife is gonna be mad again." I like this character I had was just like going through divorce, like midlife crisis. Everything was just going wrong, and my friend was always like, "Can we just not do this bit anymore? This guy's depressing." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? This guy's depressing. That's my life, bro."
Yeah. How could you talk about my life like this? Also, I love the idea of like sensible midlife crisis. Not I'm gonna go blow all my money on a Ferrari or a Lambo. I'm gonna trick out my Prius.
Yeah, because his wife is mad, you know. He can't,
Yeah.
She's already pissed that he's spending money in stupid ways, and he's like, I can't afford a new car.
Got
Just got
hydraulics.
another kid on the way.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
like, new rims and a paint job, you know, like maybe a stronger electric engine or whatever. Like, she's not going to be mad. At least the kids can still kind of fit in the back.
I wanted to get hydraulics on this thing, but the people at Los Santos Customs laughed at me and said, What do you mean?"
Oh, I totally would have if I could have. Like, if I could have just rocked off with a Prius with hydraulics, that would have been hilarious.
Just this fucking hybrid car, little, it, like with a flavor of hatchback design and just bouncing like a fucking lowrider. This is cool, right? Like, this is Skibbity Guyat, right?
That's what the kids are saying, right?
Yeah. The Skibbity Guyat Ohio toilet riz.
That whole last sentence.
Yeah.
The Ohio toilet riz.
This is Skibbity Guyat. And just the mispronunciation of Gyat. This is Skibbity Giat Ohio toilet riz.
It seriously is just my favorite part. The Ohio toilet riz. Like,
I'm using that right?
like, what does that even mean?
I mean, you don't want toilet riz. I know that.
Yeah, and from what I know of the internet, you also don't want anything to do with Ohio, but you know.
Not me living almost 10 years in real life in central Ohio.
Well, I mean, it's just the internet, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
No. To be fair, there's like 2 sections of Ohio that are good, and the rest is either garbage or like virtually nothing there. It would be garbage if there was in fact something here.
I mean, I feel like you could say that about almost anywhere. Like London, there's very little good places to be.
Fair, but like the level of like not just things that are not good here, like the vast stretches of nothing.
That is also fair.
Yeah, like it's between the 3 major cities, it's like at best farmland.
Oof. Rough.
Not freaking brain rot curls and Eldritch Pain. You know what, villain? I blame you.
You don't like the Ohio toilet riz?
You don't like Skibbity Giat Ohio toilet riz? That's what the kids are saying, right? I want to have that. I want to have that Skibbity toilet riz, right?
It is the one time I find it acceptable to be like, yep, you know what? I completely relate to this old man and I don't care.
I would say that I hate the fact that I've actually watched Skibbity Toilet.
Oh no.
No, so here's the thing about Skibbity Toilet. The first couple of episodes were exactly, you know, what the internet has painted it out to be. It's brain rot. It's stupid. It's literally just a mashup of Jadakiss and no, not Jadakiss. Ti and I can't remember the name of. I think it's like a Turkish guy.
Okay.
The whole skibbity dom 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 yes yes. I don't remember how we got to that remix of it because the original song is very different, but it's basically just a mashup of those two songs and a bunch of heads popping out of a toilet and singing that song. It's very goofy brain rot. And then the series started to get a plot, and then it started to get serious. And suddenly it's like, wait, we went from like goofy brain rot, just toilets singing out of this thing to like, we are the camera people and we're at war with the brain rot. Huh.
Sorry, Ron. I need to disappear for like a minute or two.
Go for it.
I have been punished.
Okay.
I need to go do 10 sit-ups real quick.
Go ahead. Oh, villain. I'm assuming.
No, it was someone else, actually.
Shocking. All right. Well, best of luck. Off you go then. I viscerally abhor an eldritch. Okay. No, but I am cursed with the knowledge that Skibbity Toilet, aka Toilet in Ohio, is actually kind of good. I have to get caught up on it because I've fallen behind on it for a while, but it's nice that it's like very bite-sized as well.
Okay, I'm back.
As you're back, cold-blooded Hydra.
My back's actually fine, thank you. It's mostly... I'm actually mostly in pain because chat has been making me do a lot of exercise.
Oof. See, that's why I don't have exercise redeems. I am way too out of shape to be doing... To have, like, at the drop of a hat, go to 10 push-ups.
I used to do 10 push-ups, but I fucked my wrist up, so I can't do that. Well, I say fucked it up. It started hurting, and then everyone was like, yeah, just don't do that anymore. And I was like, okay. But I still do squats and sit-ups.
Oh, hold on, pause. I'm busy, just so you know. Once again, see, she tries to claim at times that she's well behaved. Like whenever she's actually behaving, she tries to act like it's an actual accomplishment. That she's choosing not to be evil. She's choosing to be well behaved. Literally, the only time she's not a villain is because she's in a position where she can't be a villain. She's busy or she's in pain. She never makes the conscious decision to do good and expects us to reward her for, well, you know, I couldn't be bothered to be evil. Head pats, please. I'm a good girl.
I do remember one time in a Marachi stream where Malaya was like, I'm not a menace. See, I'm a hero because she redeemed Hydrate.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm trying to hydrate the captain. I was like, yeah, but that doesn't make you a hero because, like, anyone can redeem that. Like, I redeem that all the time to make sure Marachi or anyone I'm, like, modding for is, like, hydrated and stretched. You know, like, I was like, that doesn't make me a hero. It just means I'm a good friend.
Do you hear that, villain? Self-care and hydrate do not a hero make. Do you understand that, villain? Are you comprehending this? Anyway, Mastermind, thank you for the redeem. You're a hero.
No, but seriously, Mastermind, thank you for the hydrate and stretch on both sides. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I should pause. I don't remember where I picked it up from, but somebody put me on to like combine hydrate, stretch, and posture check into one redeem. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do that.
See, I combined hydrate and stretch because I needed more sound alerts, and also
Yeah.
because I saw it was a redeem on your side, and I was like, yo, that's so smart.
It is.
Like, instead of 2 redeems, it's just easier, right? Because
Yeah.
like, especially where like, I always will redeem hydrate and stretch
Yeah.
just to make sure, you know, whoever it is I'm watching like does both.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, if you just have it as one, dude, that like saves everybody time. And like, I know channel points don't really mean a whole lot, but like, I'm saving points at least.
Yeah. In theory, anyway. I mine, to be cheeky, I have it as the price of if you do all 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I've got mine set at like 200 because I'm like, it's a hydrate and stretch. That's
Yeah.
all I'm doing. Like, I don't need to posture check because I'm like, if I stretch, then I'm probably going to sit up for a little bit anyway.
Yeah. 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 I might
But yeah,
change my self-care to take out the posture check and then drop it to 200 just as per the, well, this is what you'd be paying if you did them separately. So there you go. Job done.
I mean, you know, if that's what you want to do, mate.
No, we might. And then the villain will, see, I'm a hero. I'm still making you self-care. This is what a hero does. Oh, by the way, destroy your voice.
Yeah. I think it was the time you like your throat hurt or something. Like you
Yeah.
were not feeling great, and but I was still redeeming like voices, and you were struggling so hard. I felt so bad for you because I was just kind of like, oh,
See,
the
villain?
poor guy, man.
See, villain? Do you understand now why and how you're a villain? Yeah, trust and believe. I get that you're lurking, but trust and believe. I want you to hear me calling you out for your evil ways. I want you to feel this divine punishment in your soul. Adrenaline in your soul, something, Cody Rhodes. Toss you in the coal mines with Birdie Boy, villain. Alright, Birdie, if you see that villain, Risa, don't look at her, don't talk to her. She'll stop you from working.
Poor Birdie boy.
Oh, Birdie. I haven't watched him or supported him in ages because he's done too many things where it's like, oh no, I can't. Like morally, I'm not gonna support someone who is this like flagrant with not caring about hurting others, but for me, the poor Victorian child comes from Chris O'Neill from Oni.
Oh.
Because it's a voice he goes to a bit, and so like whenever I've done the father figure, it's always been because it's been another Oni. It's like, my boy, what are you doing here? Go down and go eat the coal. The Monsignor's coming. If you make him angry, you won't go to heaven.
God dang, that's a name I haven't thought of in a long time.
I try not to think of him because I do that voice, but I don't. If anyone would ever be like, "Are you a fan of Oni?" Not anymore.
Fair.
You know.
Man, I feel like that. Why is that such a common thing nowadays for like so many content creators? You know, like so many people you used to enjoy, and then it's like, wow, you're not a very good person.
Yeah. Used to not care when you made these when you said these slurs and because you know
Yeah.
and going off of like, oh well, you know, I don't mean it, I don't mean to hurt anyone. That's not the fucking point. But yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Why can't we all be Birdie?
I don't want to be Birdie.
Yeah, I don't want to be Birdie either. What are we talking about?
Like, I'm quite content to be dumb old Renji who doesn't have to go into the coal mines and eat rocks and sticks and dirt.
Yeah, you know, I like the idea of having money to be able to afford proper actual food.
Right? I also just like not having to go into a coal mine.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm quite content to just sit in front of my PC and stream.
Papa, I don't like that I know what pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcaniconiosis is.
What the?
That is the technical medical term for coal miner's black lung disease.
Oh my god.
Yep.
The fact that you memorized that.
Oh yeah. That was the vibe that my cousin and I were on growing up, was like, let's memorize these things, but like still turn them into stupidity.
I mean, it's for the bit.
Yeah. On Dancer, on Prancer, on Blitzen, on I can't remember all the reindeer's name, but you know, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Blitzen, on pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Yeah.
The fact that you didn't even trip, you didn't stumble, like you just rattled that off like, yeah, of course, it's a normal word, you know, like everybody knows that.
My name's Birdie. This is Theo. This is our brother pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Our Das is not to bother him, and he's listening to share. So I says, all right, I guess I'll go play in the mud fields. That's all. Oh, something in the lower wall. Oh, there it is.
This is the first level as well. Like,
Oh, I'm aware.
like I know Shrek Swamp is another level, obviously, from the thumbnail and that, but like, fucking, how big is this DLC gonna be?
I imagine it's gonna be like the pattern of, because I feel like they've done this for a few of the DLCs where it's been like giant level, smaller level, giant level, smaller level.
Yeah.
Completely random, but I miss that Final Fantasy VII DLC, and I know I can play it again whenever, but just, I don't know, something about it hits different.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I was like I said before, I was like replaying a bunch of this stuff because I like had to redo it on my personal account, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going through all the DLCs again, I was like, man, these are cool.
Yeah, they're solid.
Like Final Fantasy VII was like definitely, like, especially at the time, such a vibe. Like, it was so different.
Yeah.
Because like we had Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider was okay. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad. But it was pretty much like clean the building and clean this stuff, and it was pretty like standard.
Yeah.
But then you get to like Midgar, and it's like, oh, hey, you gotta wash the miniature of
The entire city.
yeah, like, and that was my favorite part. Like, 'cause I was just like, this is so fucking cool. It's just so cool.
It is. And, like, I can't decide if my favorite... For me, it's between cleaning the Midgard diorama and Seventh Heaven.
Oh, yeah, that's good too. Seventh Heaven's pretty good.
Yeah. You know, especially being, having grown up playing the original on PS1, like, the nostalgia of, like, being in that fully realized 3D space. Just, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't play Final Fantasy VII until I was like a bit older. Like, I played the Steam version, so like, it was still like the original PS1 kind of, but like, you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't playing it on the PS1 itself, but
Yeah.
dang, that's some good stuff.
It is. And I would say, why didn't Final Fantasy VI get the same treatment as 7 and to a lesser extent 4? But then I'm like, because the game is perfect the way it is, and don't ruin perfection. Just leave it. Your ladder. Well, can't put that anywhere useful. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so that's all good. Yeah, we're quite nearly done here, it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, 84%, but like even beyond that, very just...
I mean, like, even so though, like 84%, like, for a starting level, is quite big.
Yeah. For sure.
I know we never discussed it, but like, just throwing it out that we don't have to feel compelled to finish this like in one sitting.
That's...
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for, my usual, about 3-hour run, and, however far we get. Obviously willing to complete a stage if we're in the middle of it, where it's like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, 3 hours, that's it, bye! But, like, this is something we can come back to, and I think we should come back to.
I'd be down. I'd be totally down to come back and, like, finish this, like, DLC together. Like, yeah, Ulysses is right. Like, this one level alone, if I was playing this by myself, this would have been, like, a whole stream for me.
Yeah. Yeah, probably same. But possibly two. Alright,
because, like, with all the DLCs, I normally get about 2 streams out of them. But, like, looking at this and the thought of the scale of the rest of it, I'm like, I probably would get, like, 3 streams, maybe?
Yeah.
Because I just looked at OBS, and we're almost at 2 hours. And with...
Yup.
There's 2 of us doing this, I'm like, god damn, one person.
Yeah, it for one person, this is an entire... You're making an entire afternoon out of this.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
That just made me think of, alright, Birdie boy. Put your pressure wash backpack on. I'm going to clean the streets alone. Papa, I can barely stand when the pressure's on. It's so strong for me frail body.
Man, Birdie boy is getting up in the world, you know? He gets a power washer now.
I get to deal with water. I can breathe clean air.
Oh, man. I feel like my interpretation of this character of yours, I'm like, dang, he's lucky that he doesn't get sent out there with like a bucket and a toothbrush.
Look, it's the industrial age. Technology's catching up with the times. I don't care that your bones are frail. The foreman said you're not fit to work in the coal mines, so you're gonna work for power washing. Alright, Papa, I'll put on me power wash.
Boy, that's a good lad.
Alright, I'll wash the streets of all the muck and grime. Risa. Risa loves that voice. Her favorite part is when my voice breaks. And I'm like, yeah, no, that is just, it's cause I don't have a lot of strength to speak. Let me voice be cracking all the time.
Well, that is a statement that definitely is villainous.
I really should clip that. Maybe I will later, villain. Or you know what? I just clipped it. Fuck you.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a hero to me.
Nope. You are very evil. And I know later you're gonna be like, I didn't say that, I'm hero. Villain.
I have video evidence.
Yeah. Villain, find me one person who calls you hero, and no, Days calling you anti-hero doesn't count. Find me one person who actually calls you hero. And it's not Taylor anymore, because she's seen the truth, and she's not even entertaining the lie anymore. She'll address you as protagonist, but not a heroic protagonist.
Also, Sophie points out all the time, like, you don't call yourself a hero, you get called hero.
Yeah, exactly, villain. That's been the one, like, interesting, ironic thing about Risa. She doesn't even know how to be a hero. You hear that, Risa? You don't even know how to be a hero.
I would have thought video games would have taught you.
No, because she doesn't absorb it.
I mean, that's a valid point, and I get that too, you know? Sometimes it's turn brain off to play games.
Yeah.
Things happen, but, you know.
Also, Risa, his name is Butts.
See, I never understood that at first until, like, I went into one of the Final Fantasy V streams and I was like, oh, yeah, it's straight up Butts.
It's Butts.
Like, what?
His name is... Oh, hold on.
Yeah, but, like, if you... And especially because I was, like, reading it, like, Japanese sort of pronunciation, I'd be like, but it's Butsu. So Butts.
Yeah. His name is Butts. You have to reckon with that villain. His name is Butts. I would love to say that I came up with that joke. I didn't. A video I recommend anyone watch. When Hironobu Sakaguchi, the main, the executive producer, the director, the main guy for the older Final Fantasies. When he was getting honored for a Lifetime Achievement Award, he did a video with Mega 64, and it was supposed to be the idea of, like, where he wanted to get out of video game developing, And so he was like, all right, I can, with this final game, I can finally retire and pursue my dream of being the world's greatest gangster rapper. I just have to make one more game, my Final Fantasy. And then it cuts to, well, there's a stipulation in your contract that if you make a hit, you owe us one more game. So the rest of the video is him, like, trying to figure out, how do these people keep loving my games, how do I sabotage the series so that I can finally stop making games and go on to pursue my gangster rap career?
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. And that's where I get that joke from, because when he's trying to figure out how to ruin Final Fantasy V, he's just sitting there thinking, and he just goes, the character's name is Butts! I've never watched My Little Pony with no sleep. I'm sure he'll turn into an actual hero then. One could hope, Anna. One could hope.
I mean, is My Little Pony that much of a source of, like, heroism?
So here's the thing. We have to go baby steps with the villain.
At least he says very heroic.
I mean, they're definite, like, remembering what I remember of Friendship is Magic, it is pretty heroic. But again, like, even if you want to say that it's more like the greater focus is on more like garden variety, empathy, friendship, just doing the right thing, like not not necessarily heroics on a grand scale. Like, if you want to argue that way, my statement to that is we have to start with baby steps for the villain.
Okay, when you put it like that, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just because, you know, like, before, especially with no context, 'cause I've never watched My Little Pony, so got no frame of reference. But, you know, when someone's just like, yeah, to teach heroism, we should make them watch My Little Pony. I'm like, is that thing?
I haven't watched it either, but I've had enough friends who've been super into it to have been able to absorb, like, yeah, all right, I see the vibe of, like, we could use this to try to teach this villain something. I see the vibe. What, I'm not going to get See, once again, villain, you trying to expose you to heroism, even on a small scale, you attribute that to torture. Do you not hear yourself? Do you not understand what is happening? Baby steps. OG Care Bears it is then. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? My Little Pony. John Delancey, way too advanced for Risa. Did I have a chance to meet John Delancey? I don't remember. I might not have. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just looking at my chat. I don't like. It's just Ulysses. We're like, it's all in the name. I haven't watched it either, but it's there. I'm like, thanks, bud. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, Ulysses, you troll, you.
Oh, Ulysses. Teletubbies?
Ulysses.
Is that the baby mode we have to start you with, villain? Teletubbies? Let's start with Teletubbies to teach you not to be evil? They don't even do anything particularly heroic. They frolic.
I was told recently, because I met up with a bunch of my friends to celebrate birthdays.
Yeah.
And some of them have kids, and they were like, yeah, you know the Teletubbies have gotten, like, really creepy and weird now. And I was like, what do you mean? And they went, oh yeah, so there's now like baby Teletubbies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like, so you got the normal Teletubbies, right? And then you got the baby ones, and the baby ones are all like combinations of the colors of the regular ones. But the baby ones don't talk; they just make like baby noises. And I was like, that sounds awful.
So
Why is that a thing?
So there's a lot to unpack there. Because if they're color combinations of the others, that implies that the Teletubbies have been having children.
Yep.
Yeah. No, this is bad.
Like, the levels of despair that come from learning all that information is frightening.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very bad. Yeah, no, I'm ready to go work in the coal mines again, Father.
Oh,
Not
God,
even a
that's
voice
how much-
anymore, just I'm ready to go work in the coal mines. I've grown up. I'm ready to accept my fate.
Oh no. Poor Birdie boy.
You
Birdie
ruined
Tommy's
Birdie,
already
you
done.
fucks! Yeah, you ruined Birdie, you fucks!
This is why I only care about Eldritch horror fan work of Teletubbies.
Damn right. That's the shit I want to see. What are you talking about?
Ulysses, what are you talking about? I always believe in the power of friendship. I read shonen.
Yeah.
If I don't believe in the power of friendship, then I can't read shonen. That's all it is. That and resolve.
Yeah. Hey, I did it.
Nice. Oh, hey.
Just that little extra bit of height. I'll have to get closer to get the rest of that window. Or, I might be able to get it from here. That.
What about Astro Boy? That's pretty... Yeah, Astro Boy's not bad. Astro Boy's a hero.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I know where you're coming from talking about that villain. Though I haven't seen too much of that, you know, AU. I hope your body can handle it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Also, it's heroic, but if you just watch it, that doesn't make you a hero, especially if you're not absorbing anything from it, learning its lessons.
That is also true. Oh, bye, Ron.
Bye. It's alright. I kind of wanted to fall.
Oh, okay, fair. Is this like I turn around and I just watch you drop? I'm like, oh, well.
See ya. Release me from the sins of the world.
I can't live in a world where the Teletubbies have had babies.
Seriously.
I joke, but I kind of don't want to live in
Yeah,
that world.
you joke too. You know, look.
It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in. Some people in this life need to find reasons to keep going. And this is definitely not a mark in that direct. This is definitely not doing any favors for the people who are struggling, who are like, I need a reason to live. Well,
that's kind of the opposite.
Yeah, look somewhere else, please. We love you. We don't want you. We don't want you shuffling off this mortal coil so soon. Not in a state of despair. So just pretend we're in the AU where the Teletubbies never existed. Please, you're too precious to us. We love you too much.
I could also live in such a world, to be fair.
Let's see, what still needs to be done? Oh, shopping sidewalk. Okay, so that's done.
Wagon axles. I bet I missed one of them.
Doing. and all the wrong buttons.
This is the best part of the game.
Yeah.
The what did I miss? Crouch and going prone and trying to find every little nook and cranny that you missed. Right, what am I looking for? Tavern wall. I don't even know how to pronounce that word.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm I'm glad you know what I'm talking about because I'm like
I know exactly
I'm not
what
even
you're.
gonna.
Yeah, I know
I'm
exactly
not
what you're
even
talking
gonna
about.
try.
Now here's the worst
Wait,
part.
which one's the tavern?
That is a good question because there's sections of the entire dairy shop that I missed.
Oh.
Well, now they're done.
Tavern.
I think it's further.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now to look for the glowy.
All right, tavern door surround. So that's that. I think there are multiple taverns as well. Maybe I could be wrong. Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's this thing. Yeah. Start. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'll go into
Information stand lever mechanism.
Did I
Sorry,
not? That's all right. Thought I got it already.
This is just how I play now.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, literally just that one inside part that's like, oh. I always tell people this game, it's all fun and everything, but this game is a cruel mistress. It will punish you for all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, make no mistake, it's calming and everything until you get to this. The last 1%.
Yeah. At which point it's very like, can we please move on? I'm begging you to move on. Alright, so that's the trim.
Turn start. Oh. I thought we got all of it. Yeah. No. Did I get it? Oh, there you go.
Yep.
And then
Still looking for
flower
other
boxes.
Power boxes. I don't know if I've seen one yet. Oh, flower boxes. My bad.
Flower
I'm
box.
bugging.
Oh, this one.
Barbershop.
There it is.
Door hand.
DT row trim 2? What?
The old souvenir shop. Where the fuck is the barber? Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, handle. Oh. What? Or barber's door step. Yeah, that's... Okay. Barber dormer roof.
There's one more trim.
Ah.
Where? Not this one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Come on, one of you just glow for me, please. Oh, there it is. But where is the dirt?
Bakery. Here we are.
Wall and the thingy, the pillar thingy again.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's just a window. But which one?
That is a
so it's close.
good question. Is it
Not
maybe
that one.
further up?
Oh, it's that one up there.
Yeah.
I moved my. scaffolding like way far away.
I had a feeling it was the very topmost one. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I missed the inside edge.
Gotcha.
There you go. Hey.
Yay, we did it!
Woo.
Ah!
Yes.
And now I'm free! Damn! I landed on the lamppost. Ruined the entire bit.
Hansel's honeymoon hideaway. Next level.
I'm ready. I'm here for it. All right, Birdie, you're cleaning Hansel's honeymoon hideaway. It's still there. Don't worry about it. You're there to do a job, Birdie. I have a feeling I'm going to get scarred for life, Papa. It's all right, I'll do it.
Just don't look in the windows, boy.
All right, I'll not look in any windows.
Respect the privacy of others, even if we don't respect yours.
Papa, why are strange? Why is the clergy coming in while I'm trying to have a bath in the lake?
Don't ask questions, lad.
Why are they saying that? Why are they saying that I'm not ready to go to heaven? That I haven't washed away enough sin? Why do they say I haven't worked enough?
Because you haven't, lad. You haven't worked enough.
Oh, all right. Birdie, your granddad's still working. He's 80 and he don't complain. That's right, boy. Even I'm still working.
Okay, da. Back to the coal mine with you as well.
I'm the foreman of the coal mine. That's why I tell you, Bertie, you must continue to work hard. Your generation is very lazy.
Welcome back, Gremlin.
Welcome back, Gremlin.
Dang.
Alright, do we do have the scaffolding? Cool.
Dang, Gremlin. That was a long time. You know, I'm still getting used to, like, playing this with another person. Like, I was, like, happily, like, checking and spraying this thing down, and all of a sudden it was, like, a big red thing just, like, clipped through. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm in my happy place, unbothered, moisturized, in my lane, focused, flirt. What? Why is red?
You got tired of All-Star? Is that even a thing?
I'm hearing crazy talk right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I muted that for myself like 20 minutes in.
Haha! That's called streamer privilege. Why would we
Right.
torture ourselves?
Then you crashed out in a game, and now you're back. What game? Were you playing Valo again? I hope it wasn't Valo. You were not having a good time yesterday.
Yeah, Valo feels like one of those games. I will never play it.
I installed it, tried to play it because you know you practically played it, and like my friend wanted me to play, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try for my friend.
Yeah.
Riot has some stupid system. The anti-cheat won't even let me like boot the game up. So I was like, right, this is garbage. It's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I and like on the subject of garbage, like I'm still gonna play through it though at a much slower pace, but like the way Once Human handles the resets,
Yeah. Stupid.
yeah, like it yeah, okay, there are other settings, yes, where like you can do other scenarios, but like the one PvE setting is just, hey, do you want to run Manibus again? But uh um
Not have to do a lot of the stuff because you did it. Is that what
yeah,
you want to do?
would you like to rerun Manibus with like only slightly more stuff than you had the first time around, but your level is resetting, and yeah, you kept your blueprints, but like you have to go the exact same process again for the exact same content, only it's slightly harder?
Yep. See, because yesterday me and you Fracture tried to play
Yeah.
because we were like, okay, let's see what this new let's see what this new thing is, right? And we were like, wait, it, we both did simplified, so it was like, oh, just go get rift anchors. And we're like, okay, but like, are you gonna give us the bike again, or what's the crack with that? And then we couldn't figure it out, and we were just like, you know what, this is too much having to run around. And as far as we knew, the game wanted us to make the bikes ourselves, and I was just like, no.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I did the full experience again, not realizing it was going to be that, and see, I think I think if I had known that the simplified is, you know, we're going to take off the training wheels, that might have interested me a little bit. But like I just went like fuck it, I'll just like give me, you know, the
Oh,
the
you
full
did,
again,
you just
'cause
did
whatever.
it again? Wow.
Yeah, you do everything again as if it was the first time, and for me it's like, what's the purpose?
Yeah, with simplified, it was like, okay, the first thing we had was go get 4 rift anchors.
Okay.
That was our first like mission. But it was also like, okay, every time you run into a side mission, you just absorb it because you've already done that. And it was just like, okay, but where's the bike? Because like I don't want to run around.
Yeah. But game was like,
'Cause
no, you did that the first time, so you need to rebuild from scratch.
Yeah, and the worst thing is though, Ron, like,
Yeah.
you know, you and I, we spent ages like building up vehicles,
Yeah. Mobile base.
and like, so I was like, oh, maybe if I build the garage and I go in and look, maybe my car will still be there.
Nope.
Nope, nothing was there. Nothing.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was prepared for, and for me, like, I could live with the grind of redoing that again if the content was different. And I guess simplified, like, makes the content slightly different in a way, but it's also still like, but what if you've done all of the like just like the full season stuff, all of the stuff with Manibus, you've cleared all of that, but you don't want to do PvP. What are you supposed to do?
Do it again, but faster.
Oh, sure. I want to go play Nikke and Snowbreak, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who's in our group knows, me and you Fracture and I uninstalled.
Yeah.
Like, we were just like, yeah, done. And we're trying to find new games to play now. A new, like, co-op thing, maybe. I downloaded, I installed the first Descendant, but I haven't played it yet.
I've heard good things about that and Helldivers 2.
Yeah, the only reason I went first Descendant is because it's free to play, so I was like, oh, wicked, don't have to spend money.
I did not know that that was free to play.
Yeah, apparently.
Cool.
So, yeah, and I was like, third person looter shooter, like, cool. It gives me kind of somewhat Destiny vibes, but I was like, it's probably the closest. It's basically Warframe. I played Warframe for a little bit. That's not bad. If it's kind of like Warframe.
Yeah. Honestly, I realize it for me personally. I think the value in going back to like really lock in on Once Human again would be. I've had a different friend who like has been trying to play games with more people, and for me it's like, she's wanted to play Once Human, and for me it's like, well, this is going to be the thing to lock me in potentially again is going through this process, but with someone else. But it's also disheartening in that, eventually you're going to just hit that wall of like, all right, well, we completed all of this stuff, so like, if you don't want to do PvP, if you don't want to do PvP, we are just off the rip, going back to all of this. And even more than that, like, they talk about, everything will persist in Eternaland, and all of this work, you could save all of this here, yada yada, but there's nothing to do in Eternaland. You make your home.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. It's funny. They planned, they thought this was going to be like a long span thing, and then everything they've done, you're like, yeah, this is a one and done, man. Like,
yeah.
I think you're right. The only reason I played so much was because it was like every time I jumped on, it was like a new friend was like playing, and then we all joined together on one server, and I was like, even if we don't always play at the same time, like just seeing other people's bases and stuff and like hearing progress, I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm playing with friends,
Yeah, exactly.
But once you have to do it all again, and it's not exactly like a great game either, it's kind of boring and tedious at times. You're like, I'm not doing that again.
It's all right. By itself, it's all right. The best part to me is the building and the crafting. It's far different from building the server. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, especially with Eternaland, where it's like, hey, you could set up your home in like pre-made, buildings, and you just kind of build stuff up, which it.
And it's the fact that it doesn't use like materials like in the normal game. Like you have to sell stuff to get this weird currency, and then you can build stuff if you got enough of this weird money. And it's like, why even tell me to plant trees and stuff? Like, it just don't make sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. But I couldn't think of anything to respond to that, Mastermind, but I hear that, I acknowledge it, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, like, I'm excited to go through some of the steps again with, like, a different friend group, or like, even if Marachi having taken as much time off as she has, if she's like, I'm ready to, pick this up again and kind of go, like that would be fun, but it's still very, like, limited shelf life. Once we kind of hit this wall again, it's going to be, well, that was fun. I guess I'm going to go, play the thing that I was playing before.
Yeah, the thing that just has more content, new things to do.
I think the worst part is I never got to use mobile base ever. Like, it was just sitting in my lot, because like whenever I played solo, I was like, I don't really need mobile base. I'll be fine.
It's funny because like the times me and you, Fracture, were like jumping on to play together, like at one point we did run to your place because we were neighbors, and it was like, oh cool, mobile base, dang, that looks cool.
Yeah, it is cool, and just like not really much use for it, especially too because like apparently that truck like is gas guzzler. So for me, it was very much like, I want to have mobile base if we all like do like we're all playing together. We plan the thing we want to play together, and it's just like, hey yo, I got mobile base. Y'all need food. Y'all need whatever storage. It's all here. It's mobile base, and it just never happened.
Did you try and fight that last boss?
No.
Oh my god, that the difficulty spike on that last boss was ridiculous.
Ugh.
Me and you ran in there thinking like, ah, you know, it's like every other boss fight. It's been getting difficult, but like we could do it.
Yeah. We're all geared up.
No.
It's fine. Oh, God.
No. So they fool you into thinking the arena's bigger than it is. Because
Okay.
it's like set up so there's a bunch of stuff. And you think, oh, I'm going to hide behind that. Then the game drags you forward and puts you behind, like, puts you in front of an invisible wall. Now all that stuff that you thought was cover, that's behind you, and you can't get to it. And it's a giant boss that does loads of like AoE attacks. And because of lag and stuff, you can't jump over like the slam wave,
Yeah, I hate
like
that.
the energy wave thing.
I hate that.
It's got a small window for you to hit its like weak points, but they're also really far away. And if you're focused on shooting it, it's gonna punch you, and then you're gonna go down. And then there's also it spawns ads that you have to kill so you can get a thing to throw at it to do bigger damage, but you still have to kill ads and dodge the boss. It like the spike was just stupid. We did it the one time, lost, and went right. Yeah, we're done. We're not doing that.
That does not sound even remotely fun.
No, and it's not even one of those where you think, oh, maybe if we had the whole group together. I was like, no, no one should have to suffer through that. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even think if we had everybody leveled and ready that we would still pass that.
Ugh.
Because it had a time limit as well. You had to do it fast enough or some shit, if I remember correctly. It was just like, nah, this sucks, man. The whole thing just sucks. Why would you do that?
Yeah. And also, Anna, to what you said, in a sense, that's a lot of why I don't... I'm not a big fan of MOBAs in general. Never have
Same.
been. But yeah, for all the reasons that you said, like, the burnout do be burnouting, and ugh. Big ugh. I have been very much enjoying my very simple Nikkei game with its very simple core gameplay mechanic, and you can finish your dailies very quickly, but the story is also like A+, and the music is like the soundtrack is 98% hits. Like, not just hits, but like fucking bangers.
Nice. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to find. Like, my one game that, like, doesn't necessarily need to be a forever persisting game, but you know when you just like, I just want a thing that I really enjoy, that I just sit and play and I don't think too much. I don't have any criticisms, or I have some, but it's like nitpicky. You know, like, I just want a good game to play.
Yeah. I will say for something on that vibe, for me, I think the perfect game to hit that sort of vibe has been the Dynasty Warriors games.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
The level of mindless you pick up, you play, and not hard at all to understand. Just start hitting guys with the spear. Job done.
See, I was doing that recently, and I don't know if I told everybody on my side, because I was streaming. I did 2 streams of Pirate Warriors 3.
Okay.
The One Piece version of Dynasty Warriors.
I'm familiar.
And it just kept crashing for some reason. Like, it just,
That's
the game was
unpleasant.
not functioning properly anymore, but like on my old computer it's fine. So I don't get it. Like, maybe because newer components is just not playing nice or whatever, you know? Whatever they had to do to program it back in the day, I don't know. But like, yeah, I had to uninstall the game because I was just like, oh wow, I just can't play this. And I was having so much fun.
Oof. I am sorry to hear that, because that is the game for that.
Right? And I was enjoying it. I was reliving One Piece. Because I haven't relived like early One Piece in quite a while, and I was just like, fuck, now it's dead.
We are, Leah. I don't know if you're over on Renji's side as well. Renji has been playing All-Star nonstop.
Yeah.
But
For
hi.
2 hours and 37 minutes.
Yeah. Hi, I haven't seen you in a minute, but hi, hello. Words exist in time and space.
Listen. You guys will be free from All-Star when I finish this stream, okay?
Yeah, look, I don't think y'all are going for the moon enough. Okay? Go for the moon. Hey now.
Wait,
You're an
okay,
all-star.
you guys, they're now telling me, everyone's telling me I need to turn it back on and join them. Fine, I'll listen to it, mainly because I haven't for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. That it combined commiseration. We find this acceptable.
Ron, the irony of I turned it back on for myself and the line was, and I'll never get bored.
Fuck!
The timing, you can't even. Oh my god.
Jeez.
That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored.
Well, if you say so, Slick. Wow. The things we've learned.
I know, right?
Smoky. I minimized my game because I wanted to check something real quick. And the first thing I notice is Hydra sent me a tweet. Smoking 500 fat doinks with the finest innovations in stoner engineering.
Oh god.
Well, look, I'm just here for that skibbity yacht Ohio toilet risk.
Toilet risk. If there was ever a catchphrase that came out of a fucking stream, there you go.
Yeah. A real catchphrase just kind of makes me go, yeah, well. Yeah.
What you're hearing, folks, is despair.
Uh-huh. It's called brain rot for a reason. Please, I haven't got many years to live now. This is self-inflicted torture. In baseball, we call this an unforced error.
I think Fracture is actually properly sick of All-Star. Because I'll be back. I need to dust my towers. I think they're just trying to find stuff to do so they don't have to be here and listen to All-Star anymore.
Which I get it, honestly. But at the same time, one of us, one of us, one of us.
What Shrek?
I say that like I can hear All-Star. I can't.
Yeah, Ron's one of the lucky ones.
I am simply locked in.
See, at least I tell you guys when I've done stuff like that. I could have easily have just been like, yeah, I've been listening the whole time with you guys. Isn't it torture? Ha ha ha.
Which, that kind of honesty, more heroic than most anything Risa does. You could stand to learn something, Risa the villain.
Man, this roof is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Especially because, like, how much of it is like the heavier dirt. Like it's coming up, but you know.
I find it's like trying to find the right angle to get like a good clean on it, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just slanted enough, like steep enough that it's like, ugh. Powerwasher is struggling unless you get that good angle.
I think for me, what's worse than that is the roof icing, especially off of this one corner. Like, I see it lighting up. I don't know what in the world the conversation turned back to me because you're a villain, and we must continue to punish you for your evil ways. I don't know what's so difficult to understand about that. You've gone all this time thinking you could just get away with your crimes. That everything is nice and fine and copacetic. No. You are a villain. And you have to pay for your crimes. You were quiet for the most part. Man, ain't nobody moved by your villainous lack of logic. Especially during that, time when you weren't quiet. And the fact that you're not going to be quiet. We're just waiting. We know you. And now she's redeeming self-care because she thinks she can use that as a, I'm a good girl. I'm hero. You can't get upset at me. I know all your tricks, Risa.
Like, out of context, it just feels like, oh man, they're really ragging on this one person. Like,
no. Let me put it this way. If I really didn't like Risa the villain, and yes, I'm not calling her Malaya the hero. Malaya the hero is her twin sister, and she's dead. Risa's the evil twin. Risa killed her. If I didn't like Risa the villain, there wouldn't be me ragging on her. There wouldn't be like... Honestly, even more than likely, like there wouldn't even be like the talking behind the back type shit. It would just be, I would never mention her, I would never hang out with her, and if anyone asked me about her, I'd be like, yeah, I don't really like her. And just spend as little time acknowledging her existence as possible. So, the fact that I'm ragging on her this much and calling her evil, A, just confirms that she's evil, but B, it is, just, I do like her. I like her enough to spend time with her. There is no Risa Malaya. Risa, you have to wake up. It's been 3 years in the coma. Please, come back to us. Yes, also for anyone who wants to find context, you will quickly find context with... Don't even hang out with her. Be around her when she is around other people. In another stream. Just wherever. You'll get your context. You'll be like, oh yeah, no, she's evil.
Hang out in Ron's stream.
Yeah, hang out in my stream.
Not just for that, but because you should anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Also, hang out in Renji's as well, because, we are the vibe of the century. Support Ranji. Support both halves of Ranji.
Exactly. Welcome back again, Gremlin, from dusting.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I should do that too.
I desperately need to dust, and I'm gonna have to. Like, I've been putting it off because my mom is coming to visit next week.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, which is why I'm not going to be, streaming that week or available at all, but it's been very, like, well, here's my excuse. Here's where I'm gonna, like, spend the weekend and Monday and Tuesday just doing some deep cleaning.
Fair. Yeah, I haven't cleaned my PC yet, and it's probably about time. I do compulsively clean it though.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
fair.
probably won't be that bad, but I'm just like, the
No,
dust, it's killing it.
yeah, it's been a while since I've cleaned mine, but I am very much like the same. Like, if I'm running a game and like one of the more intensive games and I hear the fan going a lot, it's like, well, time to get out my little charge up electric, the 3-in-1 duster, mini vacuum,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Time to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, those things are so good.
Bro, small PSA, if you use your PC a lot, invest in one of those.
Yeah.
Like, you will just, and it'll pay for itself. Because, like,
Oh yeah.
the amount of, like, compressed air cans I used to buy, I'm like, dude, stupid.
Not only that, but like the 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 air, like the air pressure, all of that coming out of those compressed air cans does not compare.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That is the other thing as well, like, oh.
Yeah.
Because I got one, like, earlier this year.
Mhm.
I've had it maybe a couple of months, and I was like, I should have bought this a long time ago. I should have just done this a long time ago. It's so worth it.
Yeah, it really is. Neither of us can stress that enough.
Gremlin, yes, you should get one, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good. So good. Plus, you can use it to dust other things.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just be the PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Rear skirting large candies. Onion carriage steps. Oh, is it because... Can you close this? Is this the thing that closes, or...
No, doesn't look like it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because that's another thing that gets you in these DLCs
Oh, yeah.
where they're like, oh yeah, you just, you didn't know it opened? Silly.
the Final Fantasy VII DLC being my first ever experience into Powerwash Simulator, like I don't remember which. I think it was the heavy bomb or whatever that thing is called. But like,
Yeah.
I did not know you could manipulate parts and pieces. And I'm
Yep.
just like, how do I clean these little tiny? Oh.
Same. I was like, you do that thing where you're like, okay, I'm going to try and get the angle. So you're like, you get out the really big extension, and then you're like, right, I'm going to stand a bit far away. I can see some of it. I'm going to spray from here. And then you run up and it's like, wait, F? F to open? What do you mean F to open?
Yep.
Open what? And then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
There's a supernatural crime scene cleaner you want to try. Oh, yeah, I've seen some of those. I don't know if they ever, like, capture the magic of Powerwash Simulator, though.
No. Even something like a visceral cleanup duty, like.
Oh, I streamed that a long time ago. A long time ago with some friends. It was okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but Powerwash Simulator just hits different.
Yeah, there's just something about this one.
Yeah.
Also, we're in the swamp. Run!
Oh.
Not actually that bad.
Oh yeah. I was concerned. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do swamp tonight, but fuck it. I'm here to run swamp.
I mean, like, we don't have to finish swamp. Oh, yep. Okay. Well, I just opened the door. There's more inside. I will say, let's just do what we can do, and if we don't finish the level today, that's fine. We'll
Okay.
just schedule another one,
Yeah.
like, to finish the DLC, because I can't imagine there's too much more after this.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, like, let's not feel pressured to have to, like,
Yeah.
finish this. There's always time. It's all good.
Yeah. The reason why I felt like, all right, I'm willing to go one more was I was looking at the time. I'm like, usually I start wrapping up in like 10 minutes, but when I was looking at everything was very like, looking at the size of it initially, I was sort of like, you know what, I can kind of go long for the vibes.
I mean, if I'm cool with going long for the vibes as well. Like, if you want to, I'm totally fine with that. I just also, you know, I I also just want to make it clear, like, if you do want to go, like, it's cool. We don't have to.
The fact that I'm already seeing like 3% done just off of, I feel like I can go long for the vibes on this.
Okay.
Especially because this is just fun in general, but you know, this feels very vibe work.
For me, this has been a long time coming. I've just been trying to figure out what types of levels I wanted to do with you in this. I've always said, like, we've said for a little while, like, yeah, we should totally collab in this game.
Yeah.
But I've just been trying to figure out, like, in what capacity, you know, like, do we just redo levels? Do I just join you on whatever you're doing in the single player, like the normal base game campaign or whatever? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just like, but then, yeah, Shrek, and I was like, perfect.
Yeah, job done. New DLC, we got it. Yes, Haunted House Renovator. Tell me about that, Anna, because that sounds interesting.
Okay, chat. I know I said it's going to be the whole show. I'm going to save you guys. I'm going to turn the music off now, because now that I've been listening with you, nowhere near as long as you guys, I'm losing my mind. I'd rather just hear the sound of the power washer.
Yeah, that shit is peaceful.
I'm going to be hearing All-Star in my dreams.
Hey now, bang! You're an all-star. Bang! Get your show, get the show on. Bang!
All right, Ulysses, fair. You can roast me. It's fair. Carlos, you're crazy. I'm not turning it back on. I'm not going to subject anyone to that anymore.
Yeah, there is a level of mercy here and a level of sanity.
Like, it also got to the point where I'm like, I'm genuinely just like losing the threads of conversation at points. That's why I've gone silent, because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
All-Star has become life. I like House Flipper, but you clean up houses that are haunted. Oh, actually, I think I've seen clips of that now that you mention it, and I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, that does seem interesting.
House Flipper was fun, so like I could imagine that would be pretty interesting as well, like the haunted house aspect.
Yeah. Outer walls. One of the outer walls is not. Oh, because I barely touched one of these outer walls.
It's extra credit homework if you want to go and listen to it yourself.
Yeah.
Can I put on All-Star? Not at the moment. I see you trying to trip me up there, Flocky. For context, Ron, I have been forbade to say a certain word.
Okay.
And they are now trying to get me to say it, so I reset the timer.
Gotcha.
I am not allowed to use a certain word that is very common when you refuse things.
Is it 2 letters long?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Understood. Well, the path is the path. Outhouse jar. What the fuck is outhouse jar?
Outhouse jar? What?
It I was looking at yeah I that's fair. You can say nope.
Oh,
Anna coming in
I
clutch.
I could, but Anna, you know what these guys are like. I feel like some sticklers for rules are gonna be on my case about that. So I'm just not gonna risk it. I'm just not gonna say it. Yep. The sticklers are already vetoing that.
Hating. They haters.
You know, from the thumbnail, I wasn't expecting the sign, the Beware Ogre, to be that small. I thought it was a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Like in the thumbnail, it looks huge. I'm ignoring chat. Yes, of course I'm ignoring chat. You guys are trying to... you guys are trying to make my life difficult. But I love you guys.
We love you, you bastards. Get fucked, but lovingly, because we support you in your dreams, in your existence.
Exactly.
But I will fight you in the streets.
I know you're trying to get me to say the word I'm not supposed to say, but to answer your question of will I play Valorant with you, the game doesn't want me to play, so not much I can do about that.
To answer the question more succinctly, don't count on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the assist.
Yeah. I got you. Oh, outdoor, not outhouse. I'm smart. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
All right, yeah, so... I don't know why I was focusing so much on the crapper, but I did, and... How about nah?
I feel like that might be closer to okay, but like... I still feel like somehow that it's gonna get vetoed.
Trying to find creative ways to express refusal or to confirm something in the negative. Just briefly become Australian. Yeah, no.
See, if I did that, I feel like that would have been a reset every time.
Just imagine. Well, if we're gonna reset, yeah, no.
Hey, time was up.
All right. No, you damn dirty animals.
Yeah. No. Bastard.
Bastards out here in the streets, just doing things.
Yeah. Why does that redeem come back in waves? It goes ages, nobody uses it, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh yeah, that exists. I should do that.
Oh, I thought I had it. Yeah. No.
God damn it. Okay, I gotta do more sit-ups. I'll be back.
Alright. Hello,
This is
Renji's.
what I get for being smart.
Hello, Renji's chat. As well as my own chat. I'm the Ron. And you can tell that I'm the Ron primarily because I'm the Ron. My logic, as always, is flawless.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Also, before when you were talking about how you don't do 10 push-ups anymore because messing up your wrist, me just thinking back to needing to get a right-handed wrist brace and just feeling your pain.
Yeah, I actually also had to get a wrist brace. It's because I was fucking around and I found out.
Gotcha.
So I was like, it was when I was in France, and it rained one night, and the next day me and my mate, we were outside just fucking around. It was still a bit wet.
Right.
We were out on the deck. We were just kind of fucking around, and then I fell. And you know, you do that thing every human does. I put my hand down to try and stop myself.
Yeah, to catch yourself.
And I fell and landed flat on my hand, and like my arm was at a 90 degree.
Oh,
and when I got up, I was like, yeah. So I landed flat, my hand flat on the floor. My wrist was at a 90, and I was like, I got up and I was like, ooh, that's smart. That really smart. Slept it, you know, like I didn't put too much pressure on it, and it was like fine for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. I thought nothing more of it. And then started doing these exercise redeems and obviously push-ups. So I started aggravating it. And then all of a sudden I was like, ow, fuck, my wrist just like really hurt. And ever since I've just had to stop putting a lot of pressure on my left wrist because I'd done something.
Yeah, that was... I think when I first sprained my left wrist, it was just about, like, continuously putting more pressure on it than I meant to. And it just kind of eventually caught up. And I think, ironically, that's what happened with my right wrist. And thinking about it, I think I know exactly what I did that kept causing the pressure that eventually, like...
Oh, God.
Like, it was too much. And it was something just very innocuous. It was just... any of the times I have to, like, get up out of my chair because
yeah, of course.
The hydraulic for raising the chair up stopped working. So, like, in order to get the chair to elevate a bit, like, I have to fully get up and it pops the chair up a little.
Yeah.
But, like, I would push down on my right armrest a lot. And I guess I was doing it too hard. It never hurt. Like, I never really noticed it until, like, just suddenly... Until it started hurting. And, I'm fortunate in that, like, 2 days with the brace, and I was pretty much good. There was a situation the other day where, like, I popped out of my chair and I started to feel that pressure in my wrist, and I'm like, oh, this... I need to be mindful of this. I should probably, like, ice this, and also, like, there's also, like, a weird swelling on a part of my wrist. Ooh. And so it's like, I should probably ice this, and I should probably put the brace on for a couple hours. I probably should have iced it the first time as well, but I didn't. Just regular getting old stuff, apparently.
This whole collab run is just us learning how much Ronji really has in common, good and bad.
This has been the Ronji confirmation collab.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, like... Dang. I feel your pain, brother.
Yeah. Oh, dear Lord, do I feel yours. Why am I on yellow? Why am I not on green? There you go, that's better.
OBS?
Ironically, no, my washer head.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just assuming that I've been on green the entire time.
Good. I took a shot in the dark, and just because, like, streamer things that felt like something a streamer might say, just randomly to, like, weirdly code, like, why is my connection being weird?
And that does make sense. That does check out. No, it was literally, I looked up, and I noticed that I had the yellow head on my washer. Don't know when that happened. Don't know why that happened. and just like this is no good. We can't be having this.
But Alyssa, stop trying to get you Fracture to play League of Legends. God dang, you and Sophie, you guys are awful.
I have someone who I haven't hung out with in a while, but I have another VTuber friend who is a huge Riot Games fangirl.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's not just a huge Riot Games fangirl, but it's also very, like, loves League. I know Safi talks about ARAM and kind of like the more chill. No, she's such a fangirl and so, like, all of these things that she's like, yeah, ARAM's fine and all, but ranked. I'm into the full, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm like, sweetie, I love you.
No.
Yeah.
That's like, right, we need to hold an intervention. You have a problem. Like, if you're like, no, I like getting lost in the source of rank of League of Legends. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh, you. Yeah.
It's tough.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's tough. Still love that girl though.
Yeah, I almost got to a point where I might have to do an intervention for you, Fracture, and Valorant. I know you're here and you can hear this, but the fact that you're getting into rank and you're getting mad, like, yeah, maybe just stop. Maybe just stop.
This is in fact the beginning of your intervention.
It's all been an elaborate scheme, you see. I've gathered all of our friends so that we're in one place to tell you you're hurting yourself and us, and we just want you to be happy and better about it.
We love you. We only want what's best for you. You, please.
Yeah. I've only seen interventions on TV.
Yeah, same.
I don't have a problem. I can stop anytime I want opens now. I just don't want to. I just don't know how people do it still, you know? Like, I did all the competitive gaming and stuff when I was a teenager, when I was a kid, but I'm just like, I just can't stand it anymore.
For me, I think it's like for me to engage in competitive gaming, it has to be the right game. It has to be like something that speaks to me. Like, here's a good example. In as much as it can be competitive, I am very much into the competition element of Nikke. Now, granted, a lot of that is soaked into, like, for PvP, it's just, because you don't control PvP, so it's team composition.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise PvP is just automatic. And, like, when it comes to just, ranking leaderboards, it's literally just, well, it's the content that you already do.
Yeah, so it's standard, like, gacha game, like...
Yeah, exactly.
PvP.
So, like, that's very... Like, for me, the extent of competitive is hard mode rankings on our servers. Like, I'm not going to spend, like, money on the stuff I need to, like, start jumping up levels. And I'm pretty sure the person who's number one in our server did just that, has been spending fucking buku bucks to
Oh, I feel like they always do. The people in those games that are like the number one player, you're like, yeah, you
Yeah.
spent some money. There's
Yeah, it whales.
no way.
I am the worst I've ever been is a dolphin sometimes.
Ooh.
Like I don't remember the last time I spent money on it, but like the summer event they got me. The 1.5 year anniversary was like, well, fuck, you got me. But like apart from that, so I say all that to say, you know, pretty sure the person number one, you know, is a whale of the highest order.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm number two.
No.
Yeah, and like I have no delusions, like because dude is still active, dude still plays, and I know this, because I've watched him kind of continue to play up, and I realize the only way I'm taking the number one spot is A, if he decides to suddenly stop playing, which you never know, but B, if I decide to become a whale, and ain't no fucking way that's happening. Sorry, I ain't got it like that.
Yeah.
But like apart from that, like I am invested of like I'm not getting past rank 1 unless certain conditions. But I sure as shit am not letting anyone get me, you know, take rank 2 from me now. Like I'll watch the people who are I've watched the people who were above me before I was there. I've watched the people like the main competition, and it'd be like, no. Enjoy overtaking me because it's not lasting. And that's just kind of been the extent of it.
I do understand the gacha game,
Yeah.
like competitiveness, because I used to, and it's funny because Ulysses put it in the chat. When Princess Connect had an English app, I was very much invested in that, and I was gonna call you out on that, Ulysses, because we found out a few months back that myself, Ulysses, Anna, we all played Prin Connect.
Okay.
And I may have seen Ulysses' name on the leaderboard before I ever became a VTuber.
Interesting.
Like, I feel like I have seen Ulysses' name before, and it probably was Prin Connect.
Huh. Well, get called out. Hold that.
But it's just funny because, like, yeah, Ulysses was like, memories of Prin Connect rankings. Oh boy, he's in deep. And then he said, confident that game wasn't pay to win at least. Yeah, that game was actually pretty good for it.
Yeah.
And like, I get addicted to those kind of like gacha games. I've only been number one in a server on a game, like a gacha game, once, and I think I was only number one in the server for like 2 days before someone realized.
Yeah.
But like that felt great.
It is fun, and it's been fun to be like having spent very little, and most of the money I've spent, admittedly, hasn't been on things that would get me stronger. It's been like skins, because holy shit, some of those skins are really good. Like, it's been gratifying to be like in pretty much every ranking on our server solidly in the top 10. Maybe one I'm not in the top 10, but like everything else has been like one at worst has been like 6, but I've been hovering like within between ranks 2 and 5 in pretty much every ranking. And just off of like, well, you know, I play this to have fun with it, and I am thoroughly enjoying this game a lot, love the story, and I just so happen to be doing cool things, and I just so happen to have figured out ways to punch above my weight in ways that I have not seen anyone doing.
That's how I got to number one in the Fist of the North Star gacha game.
Ooh.
When I was, because you couldn't take on players that are higher level than you and have a better team comp. But if you somehow win, because it's all auto, like most gacha games.
Yeah.
If you somehow win, you just get like big points. And some guys like were so confident that they weren't going to lose their spot that they would only put like 1 or 2 characters instead of a full team.
Right.
So then I would go in, and I was one of the people who like played from day one. So I just had characters because like I just played a lot. I didn't spend money, but I just played a lot. And like, so I would go and beat those guys, and that's how I got to number 1 for 2 days, because like I would just look for the selection of like, oh, this is like 1 character, 2 characters. I'm like, yeah, I could beat that.
Yeah, easy.
Like, I haven't played that game in a long time because something happened. I lost my save and all my characters, and I didn't want to start again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But I don't know if you could still do that.
I wouldn't know. For my case and Nikke, it's some of it is like party composition. Some of it is like, especially like hard mode stuff. You know, stuff where I actually have agency. Some of it is that I've played enough where I have like a very robust roster. Some of it has also just been like, I don't know what it is. Like, I have overtaken people. Like, consistently, people have had like 30, 50,000 power above me, and stuck at a point where I'd just be like, what are you doing? I've just surpassed you.
Care.
You don't care. Still don't care. Okay, Zed.
I don't care.
Well, guess what? You're gonna have to listen to it anyway, bud. We're like, they'll have these power advantages over me, but like we'll be at these lower stages, or like at the time they're higher than me, like they'll have like, you know, 50,000 power more than me, but I'll just be like, all right, well, I'm at a high enough power to clear this one stage, and then I just keep it pushing, and it's like, all right, I've just overtaken you and created this gap with, you know, a significant power deficit because I know how to play the game, and I, like, know how to work a lot of the mechanics. That the power difference doesn't really, like, what are y'all doing? Why are you... 2 people are stuck on a boss where I think one, I finally caught up to them in power. I don't remember what it was, but like they were stuck at a boss, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm expecting this boss to be tough. I don't know if I'm gonna I beat them on first try or like second try, huh? What are y'all doing? What is this?
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe they're just like playing more casually.
I don't know.
Maybe they just like, you know, like build strong team. Don't need learn mechanics.
Maybe that. I really don't know.
Because like I'm like that sometimes. I'm just like, the game's teaching me whatever, but like I don't want to turn my brain on, so I'm just whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play the game. You don't just auto everything, buy all the skins, and log off for the day. That's me, Ulysses. I'm with you on that. It's like, okay, is my team strong enough to auto get through the things until I run out of energy or whatever the fuck is in the game? That's totally me, for sure, yeah.
That's not me. I lock in.
I was gonna try Nikke once. Like, I don't think I ever actually did.
I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The gameplay, like the actual gameplay cycle, is very mobile game. It doesn't have the complexities of a Hoyoverse game where it's like,
oh, that's good though. I hate those.
yeah, like no disrespect to those games, like for the people who enjoy them, in theory it makes sense to, you know, where you have a mobile game but it doesn't play like a mobile game. Like in theory it's a good thing. in practice, like, it's fine to be a mobile game that plays simply like a mobile game. There's nothing wrong with that. And you know, Nikke stays in that lane, so, like, I love that. But then that also just pairs off with, like, they're going to immediately hook you with the writing, like, off the rip. Things are going to happen within the first chapter where it's like, if they don't get you by the first chapter, they're probably never going to get you. Maybe they will, but in most cases, it's like, certainly was within, for me, within the first chapter, the writing of the game was like, well, nope, this is my life now. I am invested.
See, I'm the kind of idiot that, like, and this goes perfectly to what I've been reading in chat, where Lissy said, why bother turning it on if all you're just going to do is auto everything and not pay attention to the story? That's me. I just want something to take up some of my time and give me the illusion that I'm doing something, but I'm not really. That's what mobile gaming is to me. It's just like, all right, kill some time for me whilst I figure out what I'm doing.
Which is fair. But I will say, if there was ever a game to suspend that a little bit and to get invested in the story, it's Nikke.
Like, sometimes I do pay attention to the story. Because when I was playing Blue Archive, I was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of invested in this. And then at some point, brain just was like, nope, don't care now.
Don't care, still don't care.
Yeah, literally. Like, I went from like, oh, I need to read what they're saying because I want to know, to just like skip. I don't care. So to just move me on to the next thing. I just want to kill a bit of time.
Yeah. I do feel like Nikke does scratch both of those itches perfectly. You just want to skip and get to the next fight. The fights are like, time limit is 1.5 minutes, I think. 2.5 minutes for bosses, and so like even if you don't auto, it's Time Crisis-esque, like a simpler version of Time Crisis cover-based shooter.
Oh, I do love Time Crisis.
Yeah. Nikke, just do it.
I want to play Time Crisis. God damn it.
The problem is, that works for Nike, but if we're talking Nikke, it's more Nikke, just do her. Don't worry that she's a cyborg. She's still into it.
Hey, yo. Hey Ron, how come you're not a Nikke like brand ambassador?
I would love to be.
I feel like you've given it like so much free advertising.
I think because, well, firstly, like, I don't know that they have brand ambassadors. If they do, we're talking people like Shy Lily, Cinder.
Yeah.
Like that tier. The other thing, and I will say, I've been on Stream Elements. I've been on their you know, signed up for them and their whole like, you know, hey, you know, if you want, you know, to run on a campaign,
the sponsorship.
Yeah, the sponsorship things. I have been waiting for a Nikke sponsorship to come up. I've seen the same, like, Watcher of Realms, like all of these.
Oh my.
Yeah, all these things where I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't think that I would play these IRL. I like, okay, yeah, sure, in theory the money, but like, I'm not gonna shill for this in good conscience. I don't care that I'm leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
But if Shift Up was ever like, you know, we're tired of being number 2 to number 4. Let's make a run at Genshin. let's get people on Stream Elements. I am immediately signing up for that campaign.
Oh, hey, Sophie.
Uh,
The stuff is so sus for new people. To be honest, it's all like super sus, and apparently they make payouts difficult. I could never promote something I don't actually support. Nikkei is the gacha that advertises absolutely no male characters. Good luck getting
to be fair,
sponsorship as a male VTuber. I don't feel like that'd be a problem.
and Anna did raise the point as well of like, realizing that you can't switch your main character and wanting to live the femme life. Completely understandable. Initially, they tried to make the commander gender neutral, and I don't know when, but at some point along the way, they were like, "Ugh, we give up. We know what our advertising was pushing,
Yeah.
and that's there. Fuck it, commander have dick, just sure."
I think that's why most people like Blue Archive. It's because Blue Archive was like, all your anime waifus, they're students, and you're the teacher. And they all love their teacher, but you're a responsible teacher, you're a responsible sensei, so, you're just looking after your students. There's nothing else there, but they know what they were doing.
They know what they were doing, and more to the point, like, I will say there's something to be said of, like, I think Nikkei walks that line fairly well of where it's you're that but you're not that. The counterpoint to that is also, hello Safi lurking, and I know Safi mentioned something about, I'm pretty sure reading something that Safi said, and I missed what it was.
Sophie said, to be honest, it all looks super sus, and apparently they make payouts difficult. I think in reference to the stream element.
The stream elements. It seems that way as well, which has also kind of been a part of, like, if I'm gonna risk it, let me risk it for
something you actually care about, at least.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But right, where Nikkei kind of walks that line a little bit more of, like, we're only just the commander sometimes, but also not really. The flip side of that has been Snowbreak.
Oh, that's a new one you've been playing, right?
Yeah. Apparently it's been out for, like, I think 2 years, but I only just learned about it recently because, like, a bunch of people were like, Snowbreak! It's this thing, and it's like, and I'm like, all right, I'm lonely and also morbidly curious.
Fair enough.
Snowbreak goes in the complete opposite direction, where it's like, off the rip, nah, you are male main character. We're not gonna play that game. But also, like, all of these women are super, super, super into you, not hiding the fact that they are in love with you, not hiding the fact that physical intimacy is a heavy component to all of this, and not hiding the fact that, like, you are into them, they're into you, blah, blah, blah. And but, like,
okay.
and I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, so the problem is this is too much. Like, when it becomes overbearing, creepy male harem fantasy, like, it makes my skin crawl.
Fair. Very fair point.
I say that still
they
playing the
old
game.
Snowbreak.
I don't know what the difference would be between old and new. I feel like they didn't need to change it at that point because the players didn't care about it. I wonder, Anna, if that's also a reference to Snowbreak, just insofar as, I don't know.
I feel like I've heard about Snowbreak from somewhere, but I don't remember where.
It's been very, like, the early stages of Snowbreak have been showing like we're gonna follow the formula a little more, where we're gonna be kind of coy about all of this. They're very typical character having consistent that. Yeah, the gameplay is decent. Granted, it also kind of follows that path, that trend of like, let's make a mobile game that doesn't really play like a mobile game, which But, you know, yeah, like, the gameplay on it has been fine, and just the fact that it's been so very harem, and like, apparently there's a marriage system. I don't, and it's supposed to, like, change canon stuff within the story, the game. I don't really know. I don't know how that works.
Kind of don't want to know how that works.
I kind of do, just off of the strength of, like, is it gonna get everyone to calm down? Is it gonna stop making everything so fucking cringe if we can say I'm in a committed relationship and
Maybe?
I don't fucking know, to be honest, but yeah, it just, where was I going with this? I don't even remember. Just it's gone too far in that direction, and I don't like it. Like, it subtle. We can keep the subtlety. Subtlety is good.
Dang, at least he's. But old Snowbreak had had none of that. Sadly, the gender wars in Korea changed it a lot. Snowbreak was losing players, so they started putting out more sexual skins. Korea jumped in it. The company leaned in hard on it. They started remaking all the story, removed most of the male characters, removed the female characters having friendships or relationships outside of the main character.
Oh, ew.
Dang. That's ick.
Especially, yeah. Korea? I thought the developers were based in China. Well, at that point, we're just splitting hairs, but the point is...
Yeah.
Oh.
They're based in China, yes. Okay.
Oh.
House planked out of walls. Where?
Oh, I found it. Well, I found what it's referenced. Oh, there's a little bit of dirt. There we go.
Hey. Hey, we did it.
Live it into... Yeah, the feeling of my skin wanting to crawl off of my bones and muscles right now, it wasn't as bad as that, and then they made the conscious decision to go all in on that. Was...
Yeah.
Oh... kind of don't want to... I'm torn now between this idea of, like, I want to see how the marriage system changes things, if it makes the game more bearable, because there are elements of it that are enjoyable. I'm torn between that and just like, nope, I can't. Nope. We're done here. Ugh.
Yeah.
Send me to the... I'm ready for the coal mines again. After baby Teletubbies and the fact that this was a conscious decision to go all in on all of that and to double down. Birdie's ready for the coal mines.
I don't think that. Yeah. I don't think Ron wants to go and fucking watch no video about it.
Yeah, I would be interested in old Snowbreak videos. Like, that would be... It would be interesting to see where that... Like,
transition,
yeah,
like,
what the transition was. You know, what the evolution was. I feel like I would enjoy old Snowbreak a lot more.
The gameplay was pretty good, but yeah, I just couldn't anymore. Didn't help that I was burning out on all gacha anyway. That's fair. That's also a point.
Yeah, and to the point of gacha, for the longest time, Nikke was my only gacha, and even now, like, it's Nikkei and Snowbreak. Like, Wuthering Waves looks fun. Don't know that I want to play it. I played a little bit of Honkai Star Rail and was like, I see where this is fun in theory, but in practice, I don't want to play this.
I played a bit of Wuwa, because when it came out, Gremlin likes that kind of game, and
Yeah.
I was trying to get to the point where you could do co-op, and then it turns out, U-Fracture was from the launcher, from the website. I was playing through Epic, and then we couldn't even co-op anyway, so I just wasted a bunch of time.
Oh, that's gross.
Yep. And then it's if you're not into like Hoyoverse games, then you're not gonna really enjoy Wuwa either, because it's another one of those.
It's so Hoyoverse that everyone just assumed it was Hoyoverse, even though it wasn't.
Exactly.
True, but just figured you'd rather watch it. Yeah. Oh, well, if we're talking specifically the marriage stuff.
Oh yeah. In that case, yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
that it maybe it. The question is how much do I want to suffer? And I say that from the context of like I feel like I've gone dry for like things I want to play offline. Like I'm ready to take a little bit of a break from Once Human. I haven't felt the spark to continue Baldur's Gate 3 the way that I had like around when we all got together for Once Human. That'll eventually change, but I'm not there yet. And like even NBA 2K, like I could play a couple games, but like I don't really play 2K like for long hours at a time. So like there would be a lot of like spending whatever little free time I have just sitting in my chair doing nothing because I don't want to do anything.
I totally get that. I've been feeling that a lot recently as well. Like, before I carry on, quick question: what do you want to do? Like, do we want to just hang around, or should I move to the next level? Or
let's hang around for a little bit. Let's finish this conversation because I am gonna wrap up stream here. Otherwise,
no problem.
But you know, we can. I want to spend a little more time hanging out before we do that.
Cool. Yeah, like, I don't know why I've just been feeling that a lot recently. It's just like, there's stuff to do, but you know when you're just like, I just don't want to do any of it, and then you just sort of stare off into space, or you just feel kind of like lost, like you just don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, all the time. So some people say that is symptoms of clinical depression. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes it's just, you know, life exhausting. Too many things that need to be done that, you know, I just want to spend time doing when, you know, I don't need to do things to literally do nothing.
Yeah, I've heard of it as a symptom of ADHD is like, oh, you just don't want to do anything because you've got so much to do, and you're basically stun locked from like having to make decisions.
That I've heard that as well, and that's valid. Like that does sound very in line with ADHD, to be like, when you have so much to do and it's overwhelming, you want to do it all at once, but you also don't, and just you get stun locked into that, like,
executive dysfunction. I didn't know it had a name.
Executive dysfunction? That also kind of makes sense, and I feel like that's been something holding me back from working on the D&D campaign that I wanted to do for my friends, and also just learning Vampire more. But especially the D&D one, because it's like, I'm working off of a pre-made, but it's giant, it's massive.
Oh,
and
okay.
so it's been like, I've done big campaigns before, but this is A, much bigger than the others, and B, it's literally a massive dungeon crawl. All it is like, I don't even remember how many maps, like 13, I think, 13 to 16, just giant, massive dungeon crawl maps. And the idea is that, you know, the players can come and go as they please, and they can occupy themselves with side, like, you can kind of make up side stuff for them to do, or they can just roleplay or whatever. But if they want to do the main stuff, it's, hey, y'all, get ready for the giant dungeon crawl.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's been challenging to find the motivation to just be like, dungeon crawl, to prepare the dungeon crawl. There's so much random encounters, scripted encounters.
Ugh.
Yeah, it.
Yeah.
Once I actually start running the game, it'll be fun. What's that?
Mad respect to you and everyone who DMs, because god dang, I cannot.
Yeah,
I can't, man.
It's really the prep that's kind of the bear of it all. Like it statting everything, kind of getting everything set up there. Once I'm actually in the game and I'm DMing, like, that's where it's like, oh, all of this work was totally worth it. But I got to get to that stage, and it's like, fuck, I have to do so much.
Yeah, Alyssa, stop making me laugh with fucking all-star lyrics that fit the situation. God damn.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
So when we were talking about executive dysfunction, the next thing he put was so much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? Like, for fuck's sake. And then when you're talking about, like, you know, setting up and doing all the prep work,
yeah,
for D&D, my world's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. For fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
I've rotted his brain, man. I've destroyed it.
You know what? Elyses, now you have the level 1 toilet riz.
Here it is, buddy.
All right, Papa. I've had enough time. I've had a good time power washing the entire swamp. I guess it's time to go back to work in the coal mines.
Oi, lad. It's time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the screen. What as the, you know, I keep forgetting that when I'm not the one pressing escape at the end, you know, not being able to watch the time lapse of like, oh, this is all clean.
Oh yeah. I did hit that and I watched it already.
I
know it is
so
a crucial
good.
part that, like, when you can't see it, it does feel like something's missing.
Yeah. It is sad times when it is not there. But I don't know about you, Renji, but this is the part where I usually say, for those of you who managed to come out here to watch this live, I love and appreciate you for watching this live. If you're watching this on the VOD, yada yada, bada bing, yabba dabba doo, dabba doo, Old Navy. Renji, when are you streaming next? Give the people a quick rundown of Renji.
I am streaming tomorrow, 5 p.m. UK time, so 12 p.m. EST. I am playing more Monster Hunter World because a bit addicted at the moment.
That is an easy game to get addicted to, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm re-addicted. I've always been a Monster Hunter fan, so it's just been a reason to play. And yeah, been having fun playing with Ulysses and Flocky and whoever else feels like joining at the time.
And the villain who might burn down a village, you never know. Depends on how bored
actually,
she gets, yeah.
Villain, because it's Wednesdays, is a bit hard, but I do need to play with Villain again at some point. There's a fair few people that I need to jump back on the game with and help them out, get them caught up and stuff. But yeah, Ron, what about yourself? When are you streaming next?
Funny that you mention that, because this is also the part where I follow up with, if you're watching this on the VOD, I hope you'll join me live every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. In other words, provided my body doesn't hate me or, you know, the world doesn't set on fire, how about yours?
That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored.
Hey now, you're an all-star. I'm back tomorrow we're back onto the Spooky Month marathon, and
Hey.
we are jumping into, now that I finished The Quarry, one of my all-time favorite games, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I think Thursday I'm calling WWE. I'm not sure. We were still trying to work that out, but otherwise it's basically until either next collab, I'm trying to hook up something with Mirachi, or just whatever random event. It is Bloodlines until the end of the month.
Nice.
And I'm very excited because everyone should play Bloodlines. Everyone should play
Right.
Bloodlines at least once. Whew.
So, where if you got anywhere you want to like raid to, because I don't know that anyone that I normally would raid is online.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to stick around to his stream. I'll probably end up hopping off, but that to be said, Noob Skills 2022, the universally accepted master of Kukuro Dungeon Raid, is running Dungeon Raid.
Okay, well, yeah, cool. Let's I'm cool to double raid, because again, I got people who are online, but I'm like, I don't think I actually know anybody,
Yeah.
like any of them. So
No, that is fair. But yeah, all one word, Noob Skills 2022. I'm sending that raid out, and I'm sure he's either leveling people up or going for. Thank you, Ulysses, for dropping in and saying thank you and all that. But yeah,
yes.
he's either going for a champion run or he's leveling people, almost assuredly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well then, have fun over there, everybody. Be good. We'll both see you tomorrow at different times, slightly overlapping times. Me and Ron normally. So
yeah, only a slight overlap. So you know.
Y'all, everybody, have a good rest of your day, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, fools.